Alright, so but let me still share the YouTube link though.
The only one who's not in the picture is him right this minute. Okay. But I mean, if he starts talking, because I'm gonna tell you what happens. I'll be like, yo, you know, so and so, you just sit down and it's like, no, I'm not gonna say nothing. About 20 minutes in, they start chiming in, and I'm just like, thought you wasn't gonna say nothing. Because I already know, I know how I am. I can't shut my mouth for shit. So I'm gonna start talking. I'll be like, well the way I huh?
It's not the opposite of it, like to actually understand what's going on about the project, stuff like that. That's
right.
That's the job that's supposed to be the job, you know?
So that's just me. I be like, and I try to get everybody in the shot, but with this little camera, it's kind of hard sometimes. So we're live. We're live on it. All of y'all are in this one right here.
Okay.
All y'all are in this one.
And what was the footage that you had on there?
That's hard body. That's hard body.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. So we all.
Yeah, that's hard body.
And what's this? Like we doing like a game? Like
no, that's shit. That we're supposed to be doing.
Baltimore Paparazzi.
Yeah, Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube. Yeah, because you were sending messages to the hard body page. I'm
not subscribe to it to see it live.
I don't think so.
No, right? So I just
yeah, because I just put it like.
Oh, I see it already. Yo, I'm gonna share this shit right now.
And this song right here, this is Judah Priest. It's actually 144,000 Chosen Few.
Okay.
And Judah Priest is a Wu-Tang affiliate. And I was supposed to be doing an interview with him, but he got the flu. I think I took pictures of him. I'm not sure. I was taking too many pictures of too many people. So.
It's a nice little setup, bro.
Yeah, this is our Good Morning America window. Welcome to In the Spotlight on Hard Radio. It's your girl Lisa, the Baltimore Paparazzi. If you was watching my page, you was seeing that I said we was live with the music, but I wasn't going live until my guest got here, because there's no sense in me going live because y'all don't see me, and I do that on purpose, and I don't like that. I'm a week. I started losing my voice last week and sounded real gruff, had a frog and everything in my throat. So I'm getting there, y'all. And I got in a car accident before I got here. Little young boy he got tired of waiting behind the car that was making a left-hand turn. Came over into my lane as I was getting ready to turn. Luckily, because I'm old, I slammed on my brakes and just the front piece of my car got scraped. His mama's car, yeah. His mama was not happy. She didn't want to hear nothing he had to say.
So you just wanted to just push the charges, like just
Insurance is about to go high.
Yo, he's a year younger than my son.
Word.
I felt so bad for him. So my motherly instincts went in. I was like, yo, she mad right now, but she gonna get over because nobody's hurt. Cars can be fixed. The whole time I'm knowing his mama is gonna say, she gonna cuss his ass out. Poor little boy. I know I did that to my daughter. I didn't hear nothing she had to say. It was her car, but it was my insurance. So you know, right. So this week I have, as you know, every month I have Pennsylvania artists come down. Actually, this month I don't know how Jason did this, but he got 2 weeks in this month. He was like, he tried to take all, he tried to just like put Pennsylvania in here like every month, all month long.
Shout out to Jason, man. GSS, man.
I was like, I looked at my calendar and said, okay, we got Secret Life Society coming in this week, and I got Knox Carter. I got him coming in. Wait a minute, hold up. How'd that fucking happen? But it's cool. It's cool.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. I appreciate you having us.
So like I said, it's Secret Life Society.
What up, everybody out there watching, man? What's up?
DJ Guardian. He was like, DJ Guardian. He was like, this is his logo. All the flyers. So I made a flyer and I sent it to him. He said, can you make sure you put my logo on there? I said, Jason, is that not your logo on there? He was like, oh, my bad. I forget what show it was for, but I always, when it comes to, I always make sure that his logo, because he is my connect to the Pennsylvania area.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what's up.
So yeah, Jason, God love him. God love him. God love him.
He's good, like, with network. I like networking with him. Like, you know what I mean? He be grinding.
Yeah. Only thing I don't like is because I guess he worked third shift, so he wouldn't be sending me messages at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if you don't get
conversations too. It be like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. He's waking up.
I'm like, yo. He's like, I apologize. So, we're gonna introduce everybody. Okay, we got DJ Guardian.
DJ Guardian right here. What's up? What's going on?
What up, E Prestige?
This is THC, Howard to Beats.
Okay.
Eddie, aka Popeye.
All right. So, Secret Life Society.
He out in Massachusetts right now, you know what I'm saying? But he couldn't make it out here for a trip.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit further up Massachusetts. No.
Yeah.
Next time. But so how did what is Secret Life Society?
Secret Life Society is just a little bit of everything. Obviously, it's mostly all music and all that. But when I came with the concept, it was more like a concept that I had for clothing, like T-shirts and hats and stuff like that.
Merchandise.
Which I'm still working on, you know what I mean? But I've been DJing for a long time, so I know him, and I always told him when I get on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, that's something, because, like, you don't know how many people told me this. Yo, Lisa, because y'all don't know me. I'm the Baltimore Paparazzi. I got my name in 2009. Okay. Because I was going to shows. I started going to shows in 2008, taking pictures. Because I didn't know nobody damn body. Starting out, I knew it wasn't like my cousin, my brother, I knew absolutely nobody. I knew nothing about the underground scene until somebody reached out to me on MySpace in 2006.
MySpace.
2006.
I was not too long ago. I was trying to find my password for that junk.
Yo, I got 2 of my pages. I got 2 of my pages back. I don't remember
my password.
I was trying to look at the pictures that I got on there.
Right. That's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did because I need to go back and get those pictures because I lost all the original pictures. So I went back, got 2 of my pages back. But so I got the name Baltimore Paparazzi because I go to shows and I take pictures of everybody, and then I post them up. I would post them up. Yo, that shit's fire. I'm like, it's just pictures because I didn't know anybody. So over the years, an artist named Nick Soprano, it was his birthday party in April 2009. I took a picture of him. I didn't have no fancy camera, just had a regular little square camera. Took a picture of him. He seen it. He was like, yo, Lisa, how the hell did you get that picture of me? I said, ha, not telling you. Like that. He was like, yo, you the damn paparazzi, Lisa. He said, no, you the Baltimore paparazzi. Cha-ching.
So that's how that came about.
Right. So, and that's how, this is how all this came about. Like, I've gone from taking pictures, I was throwing showcases, into doing this radio show. Because this is called In the Spotlight because, like I said, I'm putting the spotlight on whoever wants to be in the spotlight. Artists, DJs, engineers. I've had businesses in here before. My booking manager, before she was my booking manager, she came in to talk about. She manages exotic dancers, male and female. And it was amazing because I had her and an artist in here, a hip hop artist, and to hear them talk about things, and it was just like. They coincided. And it just goes to show you that when it comes to business, no matter what business you're in, it's all the same. So I started, that's why I say I'm behind the camera. Like I like to be behind the camera. Right. So you say you've been DJing. So, what made you start DJing? Like when was it? I
always had a passion for music. When I was 19, I did a mixtape with one of my friends and all that. Shout out to Laker and them, you know what I'm saying? We did a little like little 25 track mixtape. So I started rapping, but that really, I felt like that wasn't really what I was trying to do. So I just stopped with the whole music for a little bit. And then when I got with my girl, she was just like, you know, why don't you try, you know, beat? Because I told her about me wanting to DJ when I was younger. So it just happened like that. Like, I just had extra money one day. I went and bought a little basic equipment, started DJing for my cousins and for friends for free, stuff like that,
right?
Parties, and then just the first person was like, "Yo, I'll give you $50," like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just escalated, like, and I started charging $50 until I started getting better equipment. Then I started charging more, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? I just started escalating.
Because when you first start, you like me, I have a problem. Like, I don't like photo shoots. I hate photo shoots. I hate them.
Like the thing was just pictures in general.
No, I like the stage.
Yeah,
I like catching that passion that these artists have at what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that whole standing there posing and this, that,
that's all.
Like catching it in the essence.
Right. Yeah. And I'll do baby showers and birthday parties. Like, I'll do that kind of, actually, I'm booked for a wedding reception in like July. My homegirl, I did her baby shower a couple years ago. And I took like 400 and some pictures at her baby shower. And I caught moments of her like hugging different people. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh my God, Lisa." She's going through the picture. She's like, "Oh my God, Lisa, you caught this one picture. I haven't seen her since." I'm like, "Well, that's what the fuck I was there for." What the hell?
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm like, okay.
That was purpose.
Yeah. See, that's the one thing, like, being a DJ, like, well, now, you know, I do a lot of weddings and all that. I see 16s and all that. And I got to work with a lot of different photographers and a lot of different catering businesses and all that. So, like, I could tell sometimes, I'm like, man, this guy right here, like, he's charging top dollar and he's just sitting here with a camera doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you see the grind in other people, like, they charge less, but they grind more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
like multiple angles, basically.
Yeah, like, it's
well,
crazy.
Like, once you got to the point to where you're confident in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even now to this day, it was like, so how much do you charge? You know, I just had a this is like the second time in my career being a photographer that I have taken the pictures I've taken, and I always offer, tell the artist, like, you want these pictures without my water? Because, see, I'm a bitch. I put my watermark right across the middle of the picture.
Hey, that's, you know what I mean?
And my logo is down the bottom.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's yours. That's
right. So I'm like, if you don't want the watermark and logo on there, just saying.
Yeah.
So we just had a thing called Frozen Harbor Music Festival, and it's a 2-day festival that happens every February down at Power Plant. It's 10 different stages, 160 plus artists, bands, everything. 2 days.
Yeah,
and
that too.
Well, you have to get. They start taking on people, like, applications and everything in September.
Yeah, I'm hitting them up.
But so I was there in a group called TAGMG, which that song Whole Lotta that was playing, that's them. Well, that's just 3 of them. There's like, I don't know, 20 of them. I don't know how many there is. There's too many of them. And they actually bought their pictures from Frozen Harbor, and they have been using them for promotion and everything. But they pay me for them. So that was cool too.
Yeah, that's good.
So, so you went from DJing, DJ and everything else. Yeah. So how did all this come about? How did this coalition,
It was just like a blessing, man, in disguise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just so happened to meet everybody along the way. The name came about because I just wanted to create a business for DJ Guardian.
I have a message. It says, "Your little sister says hello and I love you, Howerton Beats."
Love you too.
Like, this is the first time that anybody's really written, so I'm excited.
That's what's up, though. You got shout outs, people that's watching,
Right.
We all out here.
Well, actually, I got 4. It says that there's 4 people watching the live on YouTube.
Word, that's love.
So
As long as share, now what people are watching, to share it already,
Word.
Get it out there.
So
yeah, like I said, everything just went. Secret Life Society was like I really was looking for like a brand. Like, I wanted to make DJ Guardian like a company, like a brand, more than just me DJing.
Right.
So when I came up with the name and all that, whatever, everything just started to happen little by little because I started messing around with THC, and then started doing music, and then, you know, along the way I met him, and just little by little meeting.
Right.
You know, there's been up and downs with different. Like I had other people with me, and they ended up, you know, staying around, but. You know, so, but it is what it is. It is what it is, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, and then that's just how it happened, man. Like, just for, you know, we all got a passion for music.
Oh, your mom says the same thing. Your mom says the same thing.
Love you, Mom.
Total people come, some people go.
Yeah.
You know, and you really, like, you really can't even be mad at them for, I mean, it.
I got love for everybody, man. There's too much. Like, the music game is crazy. Like, it's an open field. Like, it's not just for one person. Anybody could do anything with this music thing. Like,
so how long? Like, when did you? How long you been doing? You know, how long has the Secret Life Society been?
About like 2 years.
Okay, so it's relatively new.
Yeah, it's fairly new.
Oh, all right. So, does everybody rap, or is?
Yeah, he rap, he make beats.
I'm a videographer.
Yeah.
He's just a team member.
Yeah, team member. You know what I'm saying? He take the vision.
No, because you know why I asked this is this. You're more or less self-contained right now.
Yeah.
You know, you got somebody who makes beats, you somebody that does the video. Yep. You know what I mean? So you don't really have to outsource and go
home studio. You know
right.
I got the studio.
Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing a lot more now is that
trying to do everything
in-house.
Independent, in-house.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because
merchandise and all that. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what Wisdom Court does. Wisdom Court does the same thing. I don't know if you all are familiar with Billy Live and Wisdom Court, but Billy Live, and I always shout him out. He's like, "You always talking about me because I like what you're doing."
Yeah, right.
You know,
trying to make progress to something that other people that didn't do it.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing good things and they're not being recognized for it. You know what I mean? That's
right.
That's the crazy part about this right here. Like,
you know, so and that's like I said, like he has in-house producers, he has in-house photography. You know, I do photography for them as well. You know, when I can make it to the shows and you know, they have a lot of in-house. They do merchandise too, because what I think what a lot of people don't understand right now. Okay, back in the day, it was all about trying to get a deal with a record label to get the money, to get the recognition, to get all that. As you can see, Strange Music, Tech Nine is one of my favorite artists because not only because of his music and the fact that he's so different than everybody, it's because of the independent label that they've created and they've expanded, and he's done everything independently without.
You gotta respect.
And he was grinding forever.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
He was signed with somebody. He was signed with somebody, but they didn't know what the hell to do with him. Like, what the hell do you do with this black man with this crazy colored hair who spits fast and can spit over top of just about any kind of music you give him? So they didn't know where they could fit him in. He was like, I don't want to fit in. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
So him doing everything independently, I've always pushed for artists to do things independently. Yeah. Now, back in the day, it was hard to do that. But now, with the way technology is, you can do everything.
Everything. We got everything that we need with DistroKid, you know what I'm saying, BMI and all that. Like, we good. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? YouTube and all that, Facebook, all this like, social media platforms. Like,
right. Like,
what else do you need?
Do y'all remember when somebody was, that you couldn't get your music on iTunes?
Yeah, like, that's
like, it was hard as shit to get your music on iTunes. Now you, boom.
Yep. Now it's all like just type something in, you can actually bring it up.
Yeah. You had to find somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. Like now it's so much easier, and we talked off air, and like I said, I say it all the time, everybody raps now.
Yeah. Everybody's a rapper.
The radio is old hip hop, it's R&B, it's you know, I had to get out of my head the other day, and I was listening to rock and roll because I had to.
Yeah, you need that sometimes.
Well, I listen to all different kinds of music. Hip hop is just one part of me. You know, so I listen to all kinds of music. So so Wait, I just lost my train of thought just that damn quick.
That's that second hand, boy.
That's because my brain runs 500 miles. My brain runs 500 miles an hour, and it was tough. And my head just is everything. Like I'm like, okay, we'll say this, we'll say this, we'll say, well, go here, go there. No, it doesn't work. My brain just won't shut up. But
your brain just takes the time to try to focus on the one thing that you
it won't. It won't. It keeps me up at night.
That's just a sign of intelligence, though.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, because my brain does not shut the hell up. As much as I try to make it shut up. What the hell is going on with my damn feed? But yeah, so I had to, like, hip hop is just part of what, you know, I listen to or whatever. And I don't know where I was going with that, so we're just going to go into something else. And maybe it'll come back to me. You know, like secondhand. Look, I've been in... My brother had me down in the basement, and it was my other brother's birthday, and I don't smoke. Don't smoke. Have no desire to. Everybody's like, you need to get high. I get high on secondhand shit. So,
in a room in the corner somewhere.
But it was my brother and his wife, my other brother and his wife, and it was Bay's birthday, and they had like 4 or 5 of them bitches going around. I'm like, in the basement, smoked me the hell out. I was like, yo, I got asthma, y'all. No, don't kill me.
I got asthma. My asthma kicking.
But you know, it does help you though.
Yeah, I know.
Multiple things. Like, I mean, I was on live one time and I had like, I think it was like 200 something viewers that turned around and just decided to share it more and
more. But yeah, like I said, that's why I said, you know, that's why I was asking if everybody does everything, because doing it in-house. Because everybody's being able to do that now.
We pretty much do everything in-house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Like, we record.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. I told you it was going to come back to me.
The videos we do ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're about to be on iTunes and all that, all digital stores real soon. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to this show, kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's possible now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to this.
Yes, that's
But where I was actually going with all that was the fact that you could do everything independently. You don't have to worry about getting a deal and trying to make some money. Yeah. What artists are making money on now, because their share's not making money on CD sales.
Everything is digital.
It's more videos, isn't it?
Everything is digital apps and all
what
that.
They're making, the way they're making their money is not only by touring. You know, the industry artist is touring, but merchandise. I mean, I bought 2 of these, one for my son and one for me. I bought dog tags for me and my son, you know, Tech 9. I bought hats. Like, so the independent artist has to go that route as well. Because we were down, me and Baltimore Big Steve and Fat Boy Deezy. Well, Deezy wasn't with us. I think Deezy was at work. We were down in Houston and passing out. I wasn't. That was where my mind was going. I
mean, it's gotten to the point where you can make an app for yourself.
You use your app. On my app. All my music is on my app.
Right.
That's the greatness about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty. That's the beauty about it.
And that's like TAGMG has a website where their music is on there, and you can buy their music from there, so you can buy it digitally, or they have it on iTunes and Google Play, which is where I got it, where I can get it at, because I'm paying $9.99 to Google Play, so I can stream all this music that's on there, just like Tidal, Spotify. That's where, and they had to find a way. They had to find a way to be able to, like, because they can't give you the shaft by giving you a deal and telling you, oh yeah, by the way, this money we're giving you got to pay it back. They're only paying you so many cents per stream and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So that's where you want to make money. I got to sell merchandise. That's why when you were like the merchandise and this, that, and the third, because now I've noticed even more underground artists going that route as well.
Man. It works. We got my homie over there to Texas like that. We just went to Texas not too long ago.
I was selling bracelets.
You know what I'm saying? He made it out there, dollar stickers and bracelets to Texas.
Shout out to my fans.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he got a good support system.
Speaking of merchandise, shout out to Genius. They sent me all this merch. Like, shout out to Elephant Roller Papers. Big shout out to both of them.
So where in Texas did you go?
We went to Houston. Yeah. Linked up with City Boy Streets out there to do a little show or whatever.
Okay, because my homeboy Fat Boy DZ, that's where he lives at, and me.
What was it? Rider?
Club Rider.
Yeah, Club Rider.
Houston is too fucking big. I thought DZ was bullshit.
Ubers all over the place, like, damn.
I thought DZ was like, no matter what address no matter where you trying to go, it'll take you about an hour to get there.
Yeah, yo, he was on the highway going everywhere.
Everything's far. I don't know why.
Yo, are we still in Houston?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But we fly down to Houston. Or the last time we drove. Oh my God, I don't want to do that shit no more, Steve.
You can't remember.
No, I drove. It's 22-hour drive.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's so deep.
So we flew to Houston, and then we went to New Orleans. We drove to New Orleans because it's only 5 hours. And so that's like, Steve has been everywhere. Like Baltimore Big Steve he's went to Puerto Rico and out in Cali, and he just travels. Who is trying to call me? I don't know nobody in New York. Oh, I heard somebody buzzing. It was my phone.
You got somebody calling in. You got some listeners calling in.
No, they don't have that number. I gotta get.
Watch it.
Oh, that's the personal. That's the personal.
No,
that's a personal number. They ain't got the. I gotta do a new number for the Baltimore Paparazzi show. But that's why I was wondering where, because like Houston is huge, but it's cool. If you ever get a chance, please go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Please go to New Orleans.
We trying to go everywhere, man.
Man.
Yeah, we trying to go everywhere. Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
Burbank, California, and that was a phenomenal place.
Yeah, Steve went to Steve went out to LA, and he said the next morning he woke up to the local Latino, Hispanic, whatever gang members that was outside playing his music very loudly. Right. He was like, "Thank you very much."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he got the respect though, because I mean, he was somebody that was out there, and he just
he was.
Just my music, trying to go everywhere and anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? See, they showing us love in Australia,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my sponsor.
Yeah, shout out to them. Highway.
They got a package on the way from Australia, like.
That's cool though.
They put the links up on their website, all that. They showing us love, so we talking like. Hopefully, if the future looks good, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we might be over there, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
it might be soon enough,
yeah, like, you know what I mean, if everything goes good,
genius.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool. See, and that's what I like to see. I like to see people who are actually working. I've seen too many times, and I know you guys. How long y'all been doing music?
I've been doing music for a minute.
For a long time.
Serious. I'd say the last 2 years, probably 3 years.
All right.
Yeah, he found me like
2-3 years ago. That's when we started, but like before that, it was probably like 4 years.
Yeah. 4 or 5 years. He hit me up originally like, "Yo, we gonna work together."
Mm-hmm.
But like, a lot of people blow smoke, and at that time, a lot of people said a lot to me, so I was just like, "Here, take the song."
We're like, "Yeah, here you go."
But he threw it on that piff and like followed through, and he's like, "I'm gonna hit you up."
Word.
Time went by, and then he hit me out of nowhere, like, "You want to do shows?" And like, the rest is history. Now we out here like doing shows, sponsors, everything. Like,
that's what's up.
It's a movement.
How long you been making beats?
I'd say almost 2 years now.
Okay,
I was like a drummer before, and then
I kind
of got into rap, and I started making beats on my phone through this app, and got serious with it. Bought a MacBook and. Been making beats ever since.
How long you been doing the video?
About 5 years.
Okay.
Since I came out to Pennsylvania, I started doing a video for like wrestling companies, and then I met up with E Prestige, and then he got me into doing the videos with him, and then we met up with Guardian, Rather than THC, you know, and then we all just be, like you said, you all became a clique, you know?
Right.
And Secret Life Society, this is what it is, you know?
Yeah,
we stick together, you know?
Everything just happened, like,
God happened.
nothing was forced, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything just, like,
Just slid into his
natural, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, like, on some, we just rolling, like, you know what I mean? That's just how it happened, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I found out from
when I need something and I don't have it, I'm like, all right, who can I recruit to the team so we can all build? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Real quick, guys, you guys got somebody calling in my phone and mean to shout you guys out real quick. So
Oh, word?
That's what's up.
Word?
Yes, tell me who, ask me what it is.
Okay, who is this?
Yo, what's poppin'? Y'all already know what it is. My name Mercy. Shout out to my Secret Life.
Yo, Mercy.
Yo, what's up?
All my niggas in there, Big Guardian, you know what I mean? THC, you feel what I'm saying? Extra speed, you feel what I'm saying?
Yo, salute, that's love.
Poppin',
Mercy, roll me on.
I want to tell my boys out, man. I appreciate y'all making that move, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Stay positive. Keep playing that music, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. You already know what it is.
Shout out, my G.
It's gonna be golden.
Yo, thanks for calling in, man. That's love right there, baby.
You already know I support
Word.
it. That's up.
That must have been the number that was trying to call me. I forgot my phone number is on the website. It's up there.
That's what's up, though. Leave Marcy go.
I'm gonna have to get a number because like don't ever call that.
They going out there way to call out. Like with that, with the people that show us love and support, man, I appreciate them. Like, you know
So
what I'm saying?
there's a question that I need to ask because people always ask me because when they hear me talk, because I'm not from Baltimore, I'm not from here at all. Moved here in 2003.
Word.
Been everywhere else though. So I know you're not
from PA.
I was getting ready to say I know you're not from PA. I already hear it.
Well, he is. But
Yeah, I can.
yeah, I'm from New York, you know what I'm saying?
Where-
SS5, you know what I mean? Boogie down.
Where I'm from.
I emphasize Queens.
Queens. BX, baby. Yo, but yeah, we all from different places, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all like, it's where we at right now is where we at.
Right, because that's like me. Like I grew up on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, where it's just strictly country.
Yeah.
Like I grew up next to a cornfield all my life until they built a house.
I moved there to the country.
I'm trying to go get some cornfields.
Yeah, well, maybe
hustle some cornfields.
He gonna go tip.
Let's get to the planting. Let's get to the planting.
He gonna go tip some.
Christmas trees, generate some income. You know what I'm saying?
But then I moved out. I went to school out in Columbus, Ohio. Came back, stayed in Maryland for like 3 weeks. Went up to New Jersey for like supposed to be for the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Came back Thanksgiving. And then stayed back around for about a year, and then moved down to Southwest Virginia. Went down to school down there and stayed down there. And I've been here ever since.
Yeah,
it's great. Let me tell you that, but that they shot.
All that shooting, nobody.
You didn't get great.
Nobody went to the ER like this.
Then the cop.
Waiting for bullets. So
Then the cop. Then the cop the next day when my neighbor called the police to come out there to do the report, and he was like, I said, well, I heard about 11:30. He woke me up. He said, well, did you call the police? I said, what the fuck for? When nobody out here. When I looked outside, I didn't see shit. I didn't know a car got shot till the morning.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I got stories for days.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's why I told you this is not an interview; it's a conversation. We having a conversation.
Nah,
I learned the best. I learned the best stuff about people from a conversation.
Right.
That's why I'm listening to y'all talk, and I was like, all right, now he probably from PA because he don't have really that accent kind of thing. And like I said, I used to go up to Brooklyn every month. We used to go. My first year in 2008, we went up to Brooklyn almost every month and did shows up there. We did a show. We did the album release party for my man Bomb at Bowery's Poetry in Manhattan. Okay. So I was like, I still got friends. Like I got like family still up there. Like I got family up there. You know, they still live in Lafayette Gardens and shit. So when I walk in,
when I doing shows, you still put shows together?
Nah. I had to stop because Let me tell you. I don't know if I hope none of y'all artists are like this. When I used to do my shows, I had 10 artists on my show. The way I did my shows is I gave you 15 tickets, right? That's $150, right?
Right.
You keep 75. Just give me 75. That's all I'm asking. We're going to split it. Because while you doing half the work, I'm doing half the work. I'm giving you the platform, you're going to bring people.
Right.
So I had 10 artists, and I strategically would put people in certain places.
Yeah.
You know, I would, like, if I booked you and I know that you done sold 15 plus tickets, then I'm going to probably put you maybe 4th or 3rd to the end. Because why? Because all your people are going to be there. Yeah. But I'm not going to have you come to the event until, like, what was it? The doors open at 9. So the first half people had to be there at a certain time. The second half people had to be there. So that way, I'm not telling you got to be there at 9 o'clock and you don't go on until 11:30.
Yeah. Right. That's kind of like,
you know what I mean? So I'm going to have you come between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Yeah. And then, you know, that way you're not waiting around. As artists would come in. When am I going on? Why can't I go on there? Why can't I go on here? Blah, 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 blah. I've been here. Da, da, da.
When I used to do shows, I used to do it by slots. So, like, I'll put, like, if I have 10 slots, I'll be like, all right, well, you just got first slot. You just got third slot. You know what I mean? So, like that, whatever it is, you know when you're coming on, that's the slot that you got. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. But, like, but people were just, like, it was wearing on my nerves because my shows.
It's I don't think people realize the work that goes into putting in the showcase. Because I used to do them every Saturday back home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I was doing.
Well, it is a lot of work, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Staying in contact with all the artists, making sure. Sometimes they lazy about sending you their music and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they don't even send it. They come to the showcase with their phone or with a CD or, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
like with my show.
Step your lane up.
Yeah, like, like everything runs smooth. If you have, as a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing a showcase, like, for the most part, I used to host and DJ at the same time. So I'll be behind the tables talking my shit, introducing artists and all that, and playing the music. So it's more smooth for me as a DJ if you already done send me all your music so I have it in my own files so that I can play it when it's your turn to go and everything is smooth and there's no interruptions and I could put some sound effects behind it and make it look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like they don't, like, sometimes it's...
Well, see, I was...
like, yo, man, like, send the email, bro. Like, with me, I paid my door person, I paid my DJ. My DJ got paid $150 every Saturday night. Mm-hmm. He was coming from Westminster, which is like an hour and something out that way. Yeah. So he, you know, I didn't mind giving it to him. I did not mind paying him that much. Some people might not understand. Most DJs doing a show do not get even that much. But I paid my door person. That's minimum right there. Like, you know, that's real minimum. Like,
so I paid my door person. I paid my DJ. Paid my host. I had to pay Solomon, who was the owner of the company, or owner of the business. But after probably about 3 or 4 shows, I didn't have to pay him no more because he was making money at that bar. Mm-hmm. And man, I miss those wings and fries.
See, I used to do everything myself, so I ain't have to pay nobody.
And then, see, and
I used to host and DJ myself.
And then I paid my daughter. I paid my daughter. She did production for me because there's nothing more that I hate than saying, "Yo, where's so and so at? Oh, he outside." Yeah, my daughter cut that shit out. Yeah. She had the list of who was, and then she would go and get them. Be like, come on, stay right here, and then. Because I just want to copy.
It makes everything go smooth.
Right, so I had to pay all those people. So I wasn't making...
Through a showcase and we're in Scranton. That's how originally we met, right? Through the showcases. Just always in showcases, man. I'm always involved. I love showcases because new talent and networking and, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the people that you meet at the showcase appreciate your music because you grinding like they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
See, and I used to do that. I used to do that for my show. I would go to I would go to other shows and see the talent and see who was there and people that I didn't know because my show was like this show. I'm giving you a platform. If you suck, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Don't come on a show because
No, if you yes man told you hyping you up and you this and you that, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he lying.
Guess what? I don't care. Here's 15 tickets to sell. I'm giving you a chance to be on that stage.
Right. That's real.
That's
real though. But at the end of the day, it's good for them too, because if they really trash, people are gonna.
Yeah.
It's better for him to know.
Nobody.
I mean, you take the compliments that you get.
Yeah,
but,
you know what I'm saying.
But take that experience.
If you're a true artist, you're gonna take the bad negativity, like the bad things they say about you, and you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta fix this. I gotta
fix that.
You're just gonna take that
constructive criticism.
You see,
and that's what some.
I fucks with
But what some people can't take constructive criticism because then they
get mad.
Oh, you hating? The fuck I'm hating for?
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out.
My thing is, if I hear a song and I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. But this is why I don't like it. That's the difference. Somebody who's hating is just gonna say, I don't like that shit.
Right.
Why don't you like it? I just don't like it. Because you don't have nothing. You have nothing to say.
They're fans, low key.
My thing is this:
the more fans that you have, that you get too.
If I hear a song and I'm not liking how you're flowing on it, I think you're rushing to it. I don't think you're not on beat because there's just too many different things that be like, I'm not feeling this. Because I had people who would send me unfinished track and be like, yo, Lisa, listen to this. Yeah. Listen to this and tell me. And I told one of the guys, I said, I feel like you're trying to rush to get the words in for the hook. Yeah. So why don't you just take these 2 words out?
Yeah, and just let it flow. Right. Yeah.
I said, that's just my suggestion. You do what the fuck you want to do. Yeah. But you asked me and I'm going to tell you. Yeah. But I think you kind of rushing.
I have this conversation a lot. Like I said, I got the recording studio. So not only do I record us, but I use it as a business too.
Right.
And all good, as much as I can help.
And not only that, it's being recorded at your studio.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I've had this conversation. I had this conversation before about studios. I know people that I've heard it. My ex is a rapper. And he let me listen to this song, and the boy it was the boy's song, and he was a feature on it. So I'm listening to the song. The boy sounded perfect, like it was out crystal clear. That then my ex is on there. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like he didn't do nothing. Like he was like, well, it was his studio. He said, I don't like the song. He said, but it's his studio. And he already had the presets. See, I've been in studios before, so I know about the presets. Yeah. So he already had the presets for him. Yeah. But he wasn't even worried about making my ex sound good.
Yeah, he didn't even try.
Right.
There's been
right. Forget about it.
Yeah. But I've seen.
Left him raw. They left him raw.
Have any of you guys? Have any of you guys ever experienced going to a studio and they really don't care as long as you just pay them and you're recording and they're not gonna give you any. Well, your time's up. Have you ever experienced any of that?
No, not me personally. Every place I recorded, I got mad love. So like.
They told you like they would give you that criticism as far as maybe you want to try to do that again.
Triforce Music, they probably tuned in also. We recorded my next project there, Child's Play.
But I've noticed that people. I've talked to people that have been through that. Yeah. Have you ever experienced? I mean, I know you said it.
He only ever recorded.
What about you?
At your man's where we had that rock bottom.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
At Triforce Music in Hazleton, out in Hazleton.
And with J Ken, shout out to J Ken.
Oh yeah.
But I have two experiences, like as far as wrestling. I'm a referee, for multiple companies. This came out to be pretty cool. And like I said, I got some more into like the video with the Prestige, and it got great.
Oh, okay. But because I like to see because you guys are kind of like new, like fresh behind. You still not I'm gonna say wet behind the ears because it's been a couple years that y'all been doing
this. As a team, we knew, but he's been putting in work. Oh, yeah. He's kind of been putting in work. I've been putting in work.
Okay.
I got a project you could download right now on AudioMax/Fake Civilized. Right now it's free. It's 10 all original joints.
Straight fire.
Just Google it. Go to Google. Type in AudioMax/Fake Civilized. 10 original joints.
And it changed your life.
I'm about to drop another project. Hopefully, I'm looking like April, May-ish. We'll see how it plays out. but that project is called Child's Play, and that is like an album that's like gonna be like 10 joints, but like 8 or 7 of the joints have features with other independent artists.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, but it's, I mean, I kept it real. Like, if you hear my first project, you'll get a feel for me and understand.
Yeah, that's the other thing I like about us too. Like, we true to the culture, like the hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even like we still do music for the new listeners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to I guess you could say fit in or whatever, but still hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's flow is just, I love it. Like, you know
so
what I'm saying? Like,
who is like the most I guess influential artist to you? Like in your life, like who's that one artist that is like at the top for you?
Like main artists, like
industry artists that is like what, like, I'm not gonna try to say, I don't want to say inspired you to rap, but who, like, when you heard them spit, you was like, God damn, like, oh,
that's that shit right there.
Right. I have a hard time answering this question too.
That's long.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, who's the first person that comes to mind?
Like my head's just like.
I mean, are we talking like
we talking like
recent?
All time.
Me, I was trying to say Run DMC.
I feel
that's what got me into like actually listening to rap.
Right. Me, it was Sugar Hill Gang. That's how old I am.
I had to go Run DMC. Like,
yeah.
Look, see.
Like, for me as a DJ, like, who inspired me, like, I grew up listening to Funkmaster Flex, Red Alert, you know what I'm saying, Kid Capri, DJ Clue, like, those
DJ Clue was the shit.
Like DJ's Clue first mixtape, like the mixtape,
like,
I think about that in Funkmaster Flex when he had all them, all them mixtapes coming out and all that, like, but I'm from New York, so 5 o'clock free ride all day, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, and so I grew up with that, so that's what my passion for DJing came, like, just from that, you know what I mean, and just being able to, like, when I see people dancing, you know what I'm saying, knowing that the DJ's doing that, like, to me, that's dope, like, you know what I mean, so.
That brings the DJ to fame.
See, that's how he got away with not naming an artist.
Because, I don't rap, so, but what artists that I think is just like, man, like
when you was younger, like when y'all was younger.
I'm saying Biggie was my favorite artist when I was younger, like, but that's just so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was Tupac.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know, both of mine are bad.
But
rest in peace, Guru, rest in peace, Sean Price. Like,
oh my God, yes.
Heavy influence,
projects.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could.
But see, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm from Corona, Queens. I could tell you Coogee rap all day because I'm from Corona, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see see, but you telling me all that shows me where you are. Hip hop mentally, you feel me? There's always a method to my madness.
Like the house parties and stuff too. That we was jumping to crisscross. Jump, you know, that was like going.
Fun, man.
What about you? Cause you
back in the day,
cause you look young as shit.
I'm still young as fuck. But my mom used to bump like DMX, like it was like a bunch of.
Well, you see shit, shit is real when he's like, yo, my mom's.
Yeah.
My mom's the pump hard, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that's what we my kids.
The house barking.
I don't know now. Nowadays, I just listen to like Belly, fucking Wiz, MGK, Russ, like I don't know, a bunch of I don't know. I like bars. I really like the wavy. Not to hate on him, cause
he's got a younger sound, but he's still keeping it. Keeping it where it needs to be though.
Right, because I've heard some.
He ain't like singing or like.
I've heard some artists
bubble shit. Like,
I've heard some
bozo shit.
Yeah, he keeping it. I'm making sure I keep it sharp.
Right.
He keeping it where it needs to be.
So how about you? Because I mean, you make beats, so I'm sure that there's got to be that you heard a beat on somewhere, you know.
Right. Well, younger, my mom put me on to like Tupac and all that. Always played it, so he's one of my favorite artists. But
y'all got some cool moms.
Yeah. See, I can't tell you, my mom was playing. She wasn't playing no hip hop when, you know what I mean. She was playing Hector Lavoe, and all that. That's Spanish, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And like disco music, like Patti LaBelle and all that. Like,
honey, I was listening to everything. We was listening to bluegrass, country, rock. I told you my first experience to hip hop.
My mom really don't like hip hop.
Neither does mine.
She used to throw my hip hop CDs away.
My first experience.
Shout out to my mom.
My first experience was Sugar Hill Gang.
My moms too. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Shout out to all the moms, the wives watching. You know what I mean? My kids probably.
Yeah, my kids probably watching.
Kids watching, my wife probably watching.
When I started making beats, I'd say Speaker Knockers definitely. Because I respect artists that make their own beats as well. Yeah. Because I get way more of a feel, like, because when you're making a beat, it's like your emotion right there and there.
Right.
Yeah, kind of writing, but like, I don't know, it's all noises and sounds, like, it's weird. Speaker Knockers, Metro Boomin was a big one. Just, I love all his beats. Nice. Really just like the trap era. That's when I started.
Right. Because I'm telling you, because I don't listen to mumble rap. But I'm gonna tell you what everybody's listening to. They're not listening to them words.
Oh,
they listen to them beats.
Yeah. That beat, that drop. You know what I'm saying?
Because I would go get an instrumental in a heartbeat. Fuck the words.
They used to focus on bars and not really much the beat.
And that's what's going on. And that's what's going on now. That's the reason that I say I don't listen to the radio.
Right.
Fuck the radio.
I can't.
That's ironic.
You know, I just.
Radio.
That's because we're different. We're a different radio.
Yeah.
We play all kinds of music.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to the FM radio. I should say that. Internet radio is something totally different. All this cussing I'm doing would not be allowed on our 92Q.
And that's the beauty of it, though.
Right. So I don't like my kids listen. My son just turned 20 in January, so he listens to all that stuff. Like one of my, like I said, the reason I asked you all about the artist and what I don't want to say influences, but I want to see where you are mentally hip hop wise as far as everything. So when you start naming Pun and Biggie, DMX, and and all that, then I'm like, oh okay, they like bars.
Yeah.
So if you like bars,
definitely.
Guess what? You're gonna spit bars.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely.
So. Because
I'm on live right now, so all the viewers.
I was gonna say there's a water cooler right there. You want to fill your bottle up with them.
Shout out to all the supporters out there. You know what I'm saying?
Word up, yo, we out here.
Put it over here. So,
You know what I'm saying? Hard Body Radio.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
That's what they say.
Baltimore.
Turn the screen around so like that you can just record it. So
you can look at the screen and then there you go. But like I said, there's always a method to my madness as far as asking those questions. Like I said, I don't sit here and have my book. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay. Somebody's calling you.
That's my artist right here. That's my
that's nice.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Jason trying to get on the ad too on the live.
Yeah.
Well, you can click on the link, don't you?
Niggas is checking in.
I mean, you only do is check on the link.
Shout out to everybody.
The hard body. I don't know how to this is I don't do Facebook Lives.
I'm talking about the YouTube. That's link. You just click on it.
Yeah. You just
yeah. We out here, man. We out here. Shout out to everybody listening, tuning in, and all that.
But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a song because we got 3 songs that you sent me. Which one do you want me to play first? I got Doing Numbers, Aggravated, and First 48 Part 3.
Let's start off with Doing Numbers, man. Shout out to my homie. He couldn't be here right now, Sean Boy Max. You know what I'm saying? He out there.
Shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Let's start off with that. We got the album dropping real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's gonna be fire. Stay tuned for that. You know what I mean?
Alright, so
let's start with that word.
Hard Body Radio in the spotlight with your girl Lisa, the Baltimore Paparazzi. This is Doing Numbers by
Sean Boy Max.
Okay. I seen the name in the message, but I don't remember. And he couldn't be here because why? Because he's up in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I mean, he far. So
can't even be mad at that. So we're gonna come right back. I gotta fix my chair. I don't know what the fuck happened to my chair. So yeah, we're gonna listen to the song and then we're gonna be back. Yeah, so y'all listening, tune in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully my YouTube channel is still running right because this thing acts dumb. And we'll be back.
Yo, what up, man? What's good?
Yo, Buck, what up, homie?
We out here, squad, baby. Alright, we got this shit playing right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We out here, baby. Yeah. What you said? What songs you said you got over there? Rock Bottom?
No.
Rock Bottom?
Aggravated and First 48 Part 3 is what came through.
I got you.
That's what they labeled.
I thought I just said that. I thought I said it twice.
Let me look. Oh, I like him. His fucking chair.
Oh, you brought the bag, bro? Yeah. Let me roll up, bro. I know it's like that. And you ready to take me to the car, bro? Like, really? I would be like outside like this. My nuts have been punching my backbone.
Alright.
Music is playing, we still live?
Huh?
We still live on music playing? Like it's still recording when music playing? Oh, word? Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, son, how do I mail you this shit?
I already sent this to them.
What you sent me?
Yeah, the Rock Bottom.
You sent me this one on the street?
Yo.
Yeah, I want to send this one on the street.
Fucking chair.
What's the email?
I'm checking right now to see if anything else came through.
That one I sent after, so it should be on there.
Fucking chair, bro.
I'm saying, what's your email though?
In the spotlight, 127. In the spotlight, 127. The chair, bro. Okay, hold up. Okay, I got the one featuring THC. Doing numbers. And then aggravated in the first 48 hours. First 48.
I'm sending you another joint off my new project. It should go through shortly.
Yeah. Hold up. Let's see. I think the program locked up. This does like we always got. I always got technical difficulties.
That's how I do sometimes.
Oh, so what I'm gonna do is close that out and open it back up. We still live on YouTube and Hardbody Facebook.
Bang.
Just the radio station went down for a split second. Switching from the two things, it does that shit sometimes.
Did she get the email?
Move your right hand over.
All right.
Nah, not for Rock Bottom.
All right. So we're back in the spotlight. Your girl Lisa, the Baltimore Paparazzi. That was doing numbers, and I like that song.
Yeah, that's for the streets right there. You know what I'm saying? For the niggas getting money right there. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Word, man.
like
Shout out
that.
to my homie Sean Boy Max in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sean Boy.
So we trying. They sending me.
I did, but she said
I
she didn't get it.
said, yeah, I didn't get it. I got it.
Did you get one from me though? An empty one? It shouldn't have a title. It should just have an MP3.
Representing
Hold
all,
up.
you know what I'm saying? Giving people shout outs.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm trying to do 15 things. Yeah, I got it.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna send you the other joint.
Rock Bottom. Huh?
You got the one?
Yeah, she got.
Yeah, I got the one.
Yeah, got the one.
That's the
Got
one.
the one.
The one is the one right
The
there.
one is the one. But yeah, I told you I'm trying to do 15 things here all at one time.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. Can you pass it like this or let me talk to you?
There we go. Boom. That's in there. And then we go get the other one.
Trying to break down this.
And boom.
What was that? Gmail, right?
Yep. Gmail.
In the Spotlight 127.
Yes. In the Spotlight 127.
Yo, what up? What's good, my people?
I was going to say, I really can't ask too many questions about that song because he's not here.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
I like to know what, like, I'd be asking different questions. But, like, you know, like what was he going through, you know? Because, for me, music is my therapy. Like, you could always tell what kind of mood I'm in.
I'm saying I could put him on and we could, you know what I'm saying? We could bring him on and ask some questions. Where my homie Sean Boy at? You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's my thing. Like music is my therapy. So I know that when you are writing these songs, you know, I'm a firm believer in the pre-Rick Ross days. Right. And I say pre-Rick Ross days because when Rick Ross came along, all of a sudden it was cool to be not the person who you're portraying to be. Right. Rick Ross was portraying himself to be Rick Ross, and he was not Rick Ross. You know, he was embodying that persona. So when I was
he did it very well though.
Yes, because people was
so much success to him.
But you know, people
was getting better too. Shout out to Rick Ross.
Yeah, Rick Ross. But you know, shout out. But you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you couldn't try to be something that you weren't because somebody would pull your card. Right. You know, that's to me, that's kind of when hip hop took that turn.
It's transitioned into like a bunch of gimmick shit now.
Right. Yo, I was talking about these new rappers that I don't know. The only reason why I know is because it keeps showing up on my damn timeline or TMZ or whatever. But I don't know these little Skittles kids. I call them Skittles kids. Look, y'all know who I'm talking about. That's why I just start laughing.
I do. Like Lil Pop. I grew up with the youngins.
6ix9ine.
I grew up with the youngins.
You know what I mean?
Killer too.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of it, but you know what I'm talking about.
See, y'all know that shit.
I don't. It's working for him.
Yo, he's
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even getting his ass whipped at LAX.
Like as a DJ, his music is like I put that shit on, man, and they loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like I said, like I used to resist this shit so much that I did not consider this shit hip hop. Until the day that I realized that everybody was putting everything into this category of hip hop. We don't do that with rock and roll.
Right.
If you look at rock, there's subgenres of rock.
Right.
So why the hell are we doing it for hip hop when there were subgenres of hip hop?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, okay, this is hip hop. No, that's gangster rap.
Yeah.
That's hip hop. No, that's mumble rap.
Yeah.
This hip. You know what I mean? So there's different subgenres of hip hop. And that's when I realized I'm not hating on these little kids for doing this stuff, but I had to put them in a subgenre of what is considered hip hop. So the little whatevers, little Uzi Vert, Lil Pump, the Skittles boys,
6ix9ine.
yeah, the one that got his ass whipped at LAX. That's the only reason why that was TMZ. That was all set up. That was if you watch them guys throw punches, they threw punches like pussies. I'm sorry.
Everything that shit.
They was from Houston.
Trying to be somebody that you're not. Like really, come on.
You know, so the gimmicks.
That really make no
once
sense.
again, gimmicks are working again. We had Vanilla Ice. That was a gimmick. You know what I mean? Vanilla Ice was a gimmick, and it worked.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, but he
had 2 hits. He had
Ice Baby.
Ice Baby and the turtle song from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I like that song.
That shit was hot. No doubt about it. I listened to that.
Right.
I grew up on some like more like oldies music, like doo-wop. It was like that was a doo-wop singer, you know. He actually passed away. You know, I grew up on like the Four Sevilles, the Temptations, you know, like older music.
Right. I mean, like
to me, that was music.
Man, I don't know why this my lives ain't showing up.
All right. So I got all the music sent that y'all sent. And look, he's taking phone calls. He's that important, y'all.
Right
He is that important, y'all.
Radio call.
Yeah. About to put you on speaker. You want to give me a shout out?
Yeah.
Hold up. Now you on speaker. Yo, that's my man Aztec De Niro in the Midwest, man.
Yo, Aztec,
Chicago checking in with me
Shot
right now. You know what I'm saying? Say what up, man.
What's up, Baltimore, man? How you doing? E-Prestige is one of the aliens from New York, man.
All right.
Yeah, that's love.
No doubt.
Yo,
This was good.
I've never had. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never had people do this like not at all. Like only call in I ever had was my man B City who was locked up, and I did an interview while he was locked up.
Word.
He's free now. He home. Thank the Lord, because he didn't deserve to be in there. He was self-defense. But anyway. But yeah, so
you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I love connecting with the fans, man. Like you know what I mean. That's what we got this for.
right.
You know what I mean. That's what. Otherwise, it'll be pointless to to just like. It's like wasted apps. You know what I mean? Like
right.
It's there to use, like you know. So
right. So
Word. From Shot Town.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Aztec De Niro, man.
That's what's up, though. How did you connect with him? I mean, is that somebody? The reason why I ask is because I keep talking about my man Steve, Big Steve from here, and he's connected with somebody who's from Louisiana originally. He's actually out.
Yeah, my home. Well, I mean.
So how did that connection? Like,
I mean, I did the Slumfest last year in Missouri. Or whatever, so that's like they've been doing it for like 5 years,
right?
Like 40 plus independent artists. So I made that bill, and then I just was building with them. Like I had dropped some music, I put some videos out on YouTube. I had him on a friend on I guess Facebook or something.
Right.
He reached out like, "Yo, I really appreciate what you're doing. Like there's not much people, you know, trying to keep it where it needs to be. Like I really, you know, salute you, blah blah blah." So we start building. Turns out he's going through a situation in his life that was really similar to my situation going on in my life,
right?
Some real life shit. So like we instantly clicked, you know what I mean? So even though I didn't know him, we was talking for a couple months, like all the time on the phone, FaceTime, this,
That's
that.
What's up, though?
So then he plugged in. I mean, he's been doing hip hop in Chicago for years. Like he's well known on the underground scene, you know what I mean? So anyway, he put the bug in somebody's ear. Shout out to Scott Woods in St. Louis, Lifestyle, whatever. He sent me our app, you know what I mean? I sent the music, they was feeling it, so I made my way over there, and then ever since then we've just been cool. We build.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna have him on the project hopefully.
And that's what you're supposed to do as an artist, you know.
Yeah, he just dropped an independent film called The Shake Bag and the Six, and he's working on another film. It's gonna be called The Cad that's dropping next year, but like film movie. Like he's trying to really go independent film with it, like type,
right,
you know
right.
I mean?
So he's gonna be in Sundance.
So he's still doing the music, but more the filming is more his priority right now.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
But he keep in touch with me here. You know what I mean? Like I salute him like an OG. You know what I mean? Like when I met him out in St. Louis, I went by myself. I couldn't go with nobody else. I ended up going out there by myself on some other shit like car rental, dolo. Didn't know nobody.
Right.
Was meeting this kid for the first time. He ain't even from St. Louis where the event is at. He from Chicago, driving 5 hours to meet me. We met, you know what I mean, DJ C's with him, you know what I mean, they've been doing music, they've been on tour with like the Midwest Avengers, and that's like a crazy high mile salute to like real hip hop in the Midwest. Right. So just like the real, honestly, what really clenched me and him as like, you know what I mean, is the love for hip hop. Like he has a certain people that he wants to cater to and respect his music, and I'm in the same lane, so we just,
right.
You know what I mean, Bill, that's it.
Right,
yeah.
and that's what it's about. Because like I said, my man Steve, he met up with DZ like years ago somehow, and they've just stayed in contact. They actually did a project together. But Steve has made connections with, I want to get it right, UNLV that used to be with Cash Money all those years ago. He made a connect with them, and he's done a song with them. Because he
interrupt, right? So I know this dude Tech, like he's like an older dude, like he's a street dude, you know. So I go to meet him. He's a short Mexican dude, whatever. And he's with like a 7-foot DJ C's, right? And so I meet up at the hotel by the airport. So we were gonna head to like West St. Louis or South St. Louis, whatever. It was like 20-minute drive, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna leave the rental here because I want to drink. So he's like, all right, homie, no problem. So we go to the bar, we start drinking. Next thing you know, we in the car. And DJ C's got like an open container right here. There's weed being blown in the air. And I'm like, this guy's got like Chicago plates. We in St. Louis. So they kept it real 90s, like real golden, like no laws exist, straight push shit. Met me from the East Coast, like, yo, what's up? We out here about to do this show. Boom, boom, boom. We get in the car, the weed is lit. There's liquor in the car. Like, straight hood shit was mad love, man.
Went down to Houston, so how was that? How was that? Because I know it had to be. Because like I said, I've been to Houston. I haven't been to any of the clubs down there. But what was your experience? Because you said you had to go. You went down there.
We met City Boy Streets. He's like Bone Thugs and Harmony's new artist. And Rollo, shout out to Rollo. He ain't made it out here or nothing, but he was opening for him. And we went down there. We were in VIP, chilling, blowing blunts. Like we went to the hotel room with him and like. Linked with him, and I don't know, I talked to him all the time, and we just chilling. It's not even about like.
So, but for me as the person that I am, as far as I go harder for Baltimore's hip hop music scene than most artists do, because I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody. My thing is.
Well, you want everybody that's keeping it true to succeed.
I want everybody to succeed. So I want everybody to succeed in what they're trying to do.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We have the conscious rappers who, I applaud them, because a lot of people, they don't want to deal with that conscious stuff. Like they want the dumbed down. They want the dumbed down turn on music that has the silly hooks. And
but I mean,
so but I want everybody. I go harder for the scene because I don't, like I said, I don't know exactly how it is up there, but here the hip hop scene doesn't get the recognition. Like I'm thinking that it should be bigger than what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because as an artist, you should have your fan. You should have, but you know what? It's small at the same damn time. It's so big that I don't know all the artists anymore. But it's so small that I could throw a rock and hit a rapper. You know what I mean? Because everybody raps, and it's, I
mean, a lot of it, even you got the mumbo jumbo shit, right? Like, some of it is kind of whack and it's like too much, but a lot. You got like music changes over the years, all the time, you know what I mean? So I mean, some of it is I feel like you could do the mumbo style rap with bars. Where at least have some kind of real
words. At least say something clever.
At least say something, but you can still use some words. It's just how you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, right now, it's like with the new generation, the less is better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where they don't have to
the way
think.
I feel about it is there's always going to be a lane for originality.
And see, and that's why this is what I say. Like one of my favorite artists is J. Cole. And the reason why J. Cole is one of my favorite artists is because, for one, he keeps it true to himself.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps everything true to himself. But another thing is, I love his metaphors.
Yeah.
I love metaphors because
I'm
listening and he's saying this, but he means this. Yeah. And it takes me a few seconds. I'm like, oh, shit, he meant this. And I get excited. You know what I'm saying? So I like the music that I like, and I like the music that I listen to.
Yeah.
Whatever everybody else wants to listen to, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. You know what I mean? Me, I like that. I still listen to 90s and early 2000 hip hop. I'm still doing that. I had somebody compare the mumble rap that was like, well, you all used to listen to DOS Effects. I was like, true. DOS Effects made up words too.
Yeah,
but
it was...
They know the hardest shit with the machetes in the videos. Just saying.
They was in the sewers.
Right. I'm just saying, like, I'm just like this new age, like when Lil Yachty came out, I was so disappointed in life.
There's more a Future that changed the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? I didn't like 2 Chainz at first until I heard him do an interview. And he is actually really smart.
He was actually in college to be a doctor.
Yes.
He's really smart. But he's smart not only to be smart, but he's smart because he knew if he went this lane that he was going to get notoriety. He was going to get money. He was going to... So yeah, he did his little gimmicks and, whatever he had to do you know, the way he rapped or whatever. But to hear him talk, you know, and then I had to get it in my head that when you're an artist or a rapper, because they're two different things. There's sometimes that you have to do things. I don't like the industry.
Right.
I like the underground.
Yeah.
Because the underground, you just got to be yourself.
Yeah, there's too many rules and shit. You know, when it comes to the industry, I feel like music. I feel like music. They shouldn't be no rules. So when you got mainstream and shit, there's a lot of rules and regulations and shit. You know, guidelines.
You remember when they started with the whole explicit lyrical content on the CDs and all?
Yeah, when that was like a big thing.
Yeah, but now everybody's saying all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the transition, like I said, of music, and I don't like when people try to say, "Don't nobody want to hear that." You know, that 90s, that you know, don't nobody care about bars, because who said that shit? Somebody said that shit recently. Somebody said that shit recently. Somebody said something about Tupac too the other day.
I don't even want to mention his fucking name. I don't want to go as that far as saying his name. He's just that fucking lame. Like,
what's his fucking name?
Don't even say his name.
I don't even know. Like I said, but you know,
I know you talking about
fuck boy.
Well, that's all of them to me. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like for them to
fuck nigga.
You know, but they don't. But a lot of them don't realize that without people like Biggie and Pac and Big Pun and Sean P, which I've taken pictures of Sean P on 3 different occasions.
Pun, I missed
you know, like and Chris Rivers. I actually got to take pictures of Chris Rivers too.
Yeah, his son is fire.
I'm so, and you know what?
I just miss Pun, and Cuban Link was just like, to me, was like, it was like the dynamite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the craziest duo, man. Like,
right.
Who? Huh?
Who?
Pun and Cuban. Like them two together, Pun and Cuban, bro. Like, I don't know. To me, like, it's just like they were murdered.
It was another level.
Pump
Yeah,
the man though,
just,
because Pump blew it up and then like,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
But Big Pun was like an alien though.
yeah.
I really don't think he was from this planet.
Listen, yo.
I really don't think.
Crazy.
He was superhuman, man.
He
He was
really-
a demigod.
See, that's
From
real
the
hip
rap
hop,
world.
though. Real hip hop.
Yeah, he was a demigod from the rap world, like,
Word.
for real.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Pun was. I'm like I said, I think,
metaphors.
you know, like people always bring up, you know, with Biggie and Pac. Well, what if Biggie and Pac never got killed? What if?
He still would have been.
Yeah, then we could go and say, what if
I would
Big L never
have
got
been trying to be part of the Toe Squad.
Right. I'm just saying we could be sitting here all day long.
Yeah. What if Stack?
I'm getting ready to show you something. I'm gonna see if you know who this dude is in the picture with me.
Word. That's
He called me mommy all night.
Word.
And I loved it.
Then I would have to go in the stash, but I got it on my phone too. We was at I invested in this company. Shout out to Ovnio TV. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? We went to a birthday party that they threw. And he was one of the people there too. And you know, we was chopping it up there, and he ended up giving me a shout out and all that.
Oh, he's
mad cool, yo.
He is such. The night that was a few years ago at my man's album release party, and he was performing on Facebook, but on IG.
You know what
I mean?
Yeah, I got him on Facebook.
So
too.
when he accepted my request and shit, I'm like, shit.
Ecstatic, yeah.
Yes, this is Cuban. You gotta be kidding me.
See, I think I made a fuss
Shout out
about
to
it.
him, right?
Right.
Yeah. Nah, I think I even did a fuss about it on Facebook. Like, yo, Cuban used to start accepting my friend requests and shit. And but you know, a lot of people don't catch up on only the old heads, like, you know what I'm saying, like my generation, like.
Or
you know
older or whatever, you know, that actually like listen to it also,
right.
because not many people listen to it back
But
then, like
that whole night, like, I went up to him. I was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" He's like, "Sure." So we took that picture, and I was telling him that I've been a fan for years. Like I've been, you know, he's always been like just that one person.
Yeah.
Like I just love, I love the accent. I love the whole thing about it. So, And the letter to pun makes me cry every fucking
right?
time I watch the video and hear it. But then like the rest of the night, he was like, "Mommy, come take this picture. Mommy, come take this picture. Come here, mommy." I was like, "Yeah, here I come." But like I said, me and his DJ, we exchanged information. We followed each other or whatever. You know, like I said, then Cuban, you know, accepted my request and followed me on IG. Oh, that was about as good as when Gary Owen, the comedian, commented on my post. I was like, "Oh shit!" Gary Owen commented. I get so happy. But yeah. So I told you we're gonna get off track.
Nah, yeah. That's conversation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, we get. I get off track like a bitch because I forget. You laughing at me? You laughing at me or laughing at them?
Let's put some music on. Let's see what's up. Let's see.
What you got on that list? I'll tell you.
I got all the music that y'all sent me.
Huh?
All the music y'all sent me.
Yeah.
You want to play your shit? You want to play my shit?
Play our shit.
Play our shit. I like that. Play one of my favorite tracks, that first 48.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my joints right there.
That's off my project that's out for free right now.
Okay.
Audio Max / Fake Civilized.
You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite tracks.
Get it for free now because it won't be for free long.
Right. In the spotlight with your girl Lisa. Baltimore Paparazzi, Hard Body Radio. Play some music and we're gonna come back and talk some more. You see, y'all hear me? I'm losing my voice slowly but surely. So yeah, we'll be right back.
This is as Queens as it gets.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs off of this album, man.
Yeah, look, yeah. I take a bullet for my team any day of the week. In the squad for these niggas like these niggas is sleep. I'm hip hop like me breakdancing in B Street. And this bar's over everything they ain't.
Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Hard Body Radio out here in Baltimore. Out here with the gang. Out here with the squad. Christine, JC, Howardson on the beat. Now we got Paparazzi. Word up, man. We out here telling them. You know what I'm saying? Simple like society in the building. Shout out to Lisa.
I still get it low like global for moonshine. And still ride around bumping that old doo-wah. Mind on the finer things, cooking a new plot. I flow like the fish cooking up in that old pot. Your man says she fly, but that bitch is an old lot. I'm OT now, nigga, eating it's all good. But still fuck with day one niggas from my old hood. These young boys violent, so I keep it low key. Blowing on the finest, nothing less than OG. Medium well on that skirt steak, you know me. 1992, Steve Tech like an OG. I'm low key,
yeah, nigga.
And it's that third world hunger. What you know about that? I'm a righteous king. I'm free to ghetto when I write. Every bar hard, nigga, like a rock up in the pipe. See, I'm not your average type. I just become one with the light. Niggas say my shit hard. I'm just doing something right. I just try and do it right. Never snitch, never bite. All my niggas stand up. Only kings up in my sight. Yeah, catch me on Jamaica Ave, popping something like. When my ski bed tails always match with the nights.
One of your beats.
Look.
What's the email from me again? I'm sorry.
In the spotlight 127.
Yo, I got you. I'll send it to you right now.
So this was like 48 bars that was broken into 12 with that little break. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did 3 of them on the project. So on the first project is the first 48, then it's part 2, and this is part 3.
I was wondering.
This is the one I did a video for it. I got a video for it on YouTube. And then just type in into and it'll come up.
Nigga, your whole block. Fuck is up. Fake civilized mentality. We out here.
Got it?
Queens, you all ready?
Okay.
Hey, yo, let me know who's watching, man. Let me know who's watching.
All right.
Let me know who's watching, man.
And so for those on the radio that didn't hear that, the song's called First 48 Part 3. and explain to them why, because the radio didn't hear you explain that. They heard you. So explain.
That's the third 48 bar freestyle on the project that's out right now for free.
Right.
On Audio Mac.
And it's
all throughout the EP. It's an all original EP from
right.
front to back. There's no mixtape beats. Everything is original production. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We kept it real. Like there's shout outs on it. It's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's a real good album.
But anyway, throughout the EP, it's like the first 48, then it goes into like 2 more joints, then there's like the second one, and then like another 2 joints, and then the third one. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I put together 3 48 bar freestyles. So that one just happens to be broken up into 12s. Like, and that's what I think. I got so much feedback on that because they like the way it just slows up and you think it's gonna be over,
and then it comes back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Supply and Demand. Those are my headers. Those are my people. That's the family.
So, how do you like? Because I'm glad that you said that about original beats. How do you feel about doing industry beats?
I mean, it's cool. It's fun. I guess. I ain't got time for that though.
I'd like to hear that. Because my pet peeve is this.
I'm trying to make
when you first come out, like when you first start rapping, you that's cool. You want to rap over top of industry beats. You know what I mean? Because you're practicing. You get practicing. You can't sell a project if you got an industry beat on there.
I mean, you could put out something like, you know what I mean, like a mixtape where you just kill a couple industry beats. But I mean, I feel like, yeah, that was cool at that point in time when that was the move. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather put together quality music.
Right. That
when you hear one time that record, you're like, yo, bring that back. Let me hear that again. What can I download that? Who's that?
Right.
I want to follow that person. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with this dude. Like, who the fuck? Queens? What? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, because like I've known artists that, you know, like I said, when you first getting your feet wet and you practicing or whatever, that's cool. Like, you know, you put out a couple little mixtapes just to see how people vibe with you. But my thing is, if you're going to do an industry beat, you got to kill that shit. You got to make it your own.
I got a lot of love on that. Like, on that EP. Like, a lot of people love it. Like, a lot of people that were a part of it. Shout out to everybody that was a part of Fake Civilized, man. Like, it's a solid EP. You hear it and you're like, damn. Like, all right, cool. Like, this shit is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's got a golden sound to it. Like, you know what I mean? People hear it, they're like, word. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what people think. I'm just making music that people have to respect.
Right. So have you ever been, like, did people ever come up to you and say, yo, you sound like so-and-so?
Oh, yeah. I get all kinds of people telling me, like, sound like, you know what I mean? People say, like, oh, I heard you sound like Fat Joe, or you sound like, you know, whatever this, you sound like that. And if they compare me to somebody hip-hop, like, Fat Joe, are you kidding me? Like, I'm Fat Joe since Got a Flow Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Fat Joe since Got a Flow Joe. Like, I seen him on Jamaica Avenue in 85th Street. He did a festival, and he was doing Got a Flow Joe type shit. Like, on Jamaica Avenue, under the J Train, did a festival, Fat Joe. In his fucking prime, son. Yeah. And from that was like one of the days I was like, those were one of those experiences that were like, draw me into hip hop.
Right.
Like, being right there, watching Fat Joe, like, what? Oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, real young, like, holy shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy, it was dope. You know what I mean? Like, to me, Fat Joe is somebody who's made his respectable stamp in hip hop.
3D.
Anybody here? Hold up.
I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking. Where them studios be?
I'm about to leave, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming with me. So, contact me, man. Y'all can hit me up sometime.
I want my key.
Yeah, I'll drop it over to you personally myself sometimes, okay?
He put a new lock on the front door.
You gotta get that key.
Right, I can't get in here without a key. I'm just saying. But, you know, because like, I like artists when I listen to them that I don't automatically say, well, damn, he flow like so-and-so. Damn, he sound like so-and-so. Yeah. I like to hear, you know, and now in this day and age, it's kind of hard not to, because, you know, it's hip hop's been so many years and so many artists,
but they're not actually hearing the music. They're actually hearing the beat.
Yeah.
You can have your own originality.
You know, and that's what I like to hear. Like when I was listening to it, like I couldn't compare you to anybody. Like I mean, maybe if I listened to it again a couple times, then maybe I could pick up on something. But I like the fact that I'm listening to that and I don't hear like yo, because my man K-Mac, he's been doing it since the '90s here in Baltimore. K-Mac sounds like Jada.
That's the raw version too. That's like that's like the unedited curse version, raw version. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But like, but my man K-Mac, to me, he sounds like Jada. You know, just because his voice is that gruff and he's not trying to. And my man Paco, rest in peace, he was shot a couple months back. His birthday is actually the 13th. Sorry. Looks like, sounds like Tupac.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm telling, like, if I showed you pictures of him, you'd be like, damn, he do look like Pac. and to hear him, I'll play the song that I had with him and my man G Hood. And you could hear it, like, he wasn't trying to sound like him.
It just happened that
way.
way.
It just happened that
just way. The way it was. But I mean, I know you guys have heard artists that, like, that's why I say, if you're going to do an industry beat, make it your own. I've heard too many times they try to flow, like, my man Verb. My man Verb, I had his mixtape. His DJ gave me the mixtape. I got it in my car. That bitch stayed in my car. I'm like, this shit was hard as a... I'm just like, yo, it's on, actually still on my phone somewhere, I think. And if not, it's on my computer at home. And there was this one song that I just loved. I would just play that song over and over and over again. I was in the club one night, waiting on a show. DJ starts playing this song. I'm like, oh shit, he can play Verb? No, it's a fucking Meek Mill song. But I didn't hear the Meek song, I heard Verb song. Yeah, so when I'm listening to Meek song, the way he flows, Verb don't flow like that.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, one thing is if you grab an industry beat and you flip it,
right?
You're not gonna grab an industry beat. You might not flip a hook on it because that's whatever,
right?
But as far as the flow, like really, you're gonna grab an industry beat and take the dude's flow, like
and
try to make it sound the same. Like not even.
What's the point? What's the point? Like I remember when back when Lil Wayne was really popping. Like he was really popping. I know because I was doing ringtones and I had to do them fucking Sky's the Limit shit I don't know how many times. I used to be the ringtone lady over West Baltimore. Yeah, I have hustles everywhere. But like people started trying to rap like Lil Wayne and sound like Lil Wayne when they're rapping on their songs. I'm like, yo, why? There's already a Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
be you.
Be you.
Be you.
Be your own voice. Just because your own voice
like I said, like
why you can't be more like you?
It could have been easy for you to emulate. I use the big word. It would be easy for you to emulate somebody from Queens because you're from Queens. You know what I mean? It'd been so easy for you to try to emulate them. But what for? They already got one of them.
Mm-hmm. Right, of course.
You know what I mean?
So you got the original person, which is
right.
You gotta make your own. He is what he is.
Did you send me one of his beats?
The original. Yeah, I sent you 3.
Okay.
Talk about beats.
Yeah,
right.
Talking about beats
over here.
See, that's what I love. This is what I love because, like I said, I this is not just for artists; it's for whoever who comes through. It's artists, producers, engineers.
I was excited when I was like, man, I can bring the whole team, like. You know what I'm saying? Because I want everybody to see everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all here. Like,
because I'm going to tell you right now.
Without they can't record. Without the beat, they can't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, without the vocal, like, you know what I'm saying? And we all make.
I was getting ready to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
I was getting ready to say that.
You know what I mean? Like, we all, like, come together, like. You
know so when
it's a clip, you know what I'm saying?
Transformer time, baby.
When you now, when you were like, you DJ'd showcases. When you DJ showcases, when you're playing music that not the artist, did you play industry or did you play artists like in between?
In between, I would play industry music to keep the people that are there entertained while I'm getting ready to play the artist music because usually the artist will play like at least 3 songs.
Right.
So I figured between that, I mean that'd be good enough to because you know how sometimes people get especially if they don't like the artist. You know they're gonna get bored and whatever. So you play you play the mainstream a little bit. That's just how I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like. it'd be like a little 20-minute or like 10-minute, 15-minute little break, party break, like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So, but yeah, it used to start out real good. So.
Right. I don't think it came through as I had this problem the other day. It didn't come through as an MP3 for whatever reason.
It didn't.
Word. Shout out to everybody tuned in.
Word.
I got my fam, bro. I got my little sister on here, La Rue. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to be an upcoming
on my new project.
Nice.
It's featuring the whole
experience. You gotta get it.
Right.
And we kind of went back and forth. It's a little something
rock
special,
bottom?
you know. Like,
See, I didn't meet him until I did a showcase in Pottsville, out in Pennsylvania, and he was there, and he seen me, and like we just like linked, like let's get it.
And what I like when you're at when you do a show, I hate rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
I hate rocking and rolling. Yeah. I hate people that rock and roll. Yeah. They get on that stage, they do their little 15-minute set or whatever, and then it's like they sit there for like 2 minutes and then they're out the door. It's sometimes not even out the door because if you don't know who's going to come on that stage after you, so you never know. You might see somebody on that stage.
Following with them, so it's like you're taking some of your
right. So I'm like. So as somebody who put on shows, I hate that shit because if you had performed and then rolled out, you might not have met him or vice versa.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I tell artists this all the time. So like people knew at my shows. Yeah. Unless you got to get home because your baby's sick, your mama dying, something else, you're gonna stick around at least for a couple more artists.
Just to see what we're about.
Because you never know.
Yeah, you're gonna catch
It's not, you know.
And not only that,
it's fair, like, you know what I'm saying. This was right, like, you know what I mean. Like, you stick around, like, and you watch somebody perform.
They stuck around and watched you perform.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying.
And I'll be with him, so he's DJing, so I'm there.
Right.
After them, I'm chilling.
So not only seeing another artist, but this ties in to the beats. You might hear a beat. Like, he might be on stage, and the artist might hear his song, be like, yo, that beat hard as shit. You know, even if he's not there, be like, oh, that's my man, here's his information. It's all about networking,
that's how
you know.
Man. Every time somebody comes to the studio, especially if they new, first thing I do is because I got his cards over there, give them a card, like, yo, that's my man, send him off for beats, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about, man. We all push each other. We all push each other, promote each other. You know
people want to hear.
Right.
You have to get the answers for them.
Right. So. But that's why I like, because the reason why I asked that original question about the playing songs in between, because there's a DJ that we had here named DJ Mr. Hurd, and whenever he was doing an event, whether it would be a showcase or whether it was like we had a I forget what it was, something we had, it might have been the Crown Awards. During the in-betweens, he only played local artists because to get that, so they can get their shine. And if you don't tell somebody it's a local artist playing, they don't know. You know, when you tell them it's a local artist, then their ears shut down. But because that's how Steve and DZ's song "Bottles" got accidentally played one night, and people was just going off for the song. He was like, "Yo, tell me what you think about this song." I was like, "Okay," I'm listening to it. I was like, "Yo, I like this. I really like this shit." And he was like, "Yo, it got played accidentally at the show. Like, it played the next song, which was Bottles, and like they just let it play, and people was like really loving the song." He said, but he didn't tell them who it was, so that was cool because you know, I mean, have you guys seen that in your time? Like when like you see somebody say something about local art, local music, or underground artists, people are like, it sucks or whatever.
Hip hop scene over there is not like.
So where are you guys actually at now? Because I think
we're in Northeast PA.
What's
Alright, so he in Hazleton. So we all like, well, he's the furthest away from them. Two are the furthest away from us. They like about like 20 minutes. We are
20,
25,
30 and change.
Depending on how you drive.
In the fucking fog, like 50.
It's
like you fucking
fog, like.
No, well,
We
live in the mountains.
Now we do live
It
in
was
the
snowing
mountains.
ice. We were driving. The speed limit was like 65. We was driving like maybe like what, like 7.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was bad. It gets bad.
It was bad.
It gets fucking.
Well, y'all know where Pottstown is?
Yeah, that's
down.
like
I heard it.
Yeah, I know.
I've never been there, but-
That's where my granddaughter's mother lives. And I actually, like last week, had to drive up there and pick her up and bring her back down here because her son is down here along with my we have my granddaughter for right now, and her son is with his father. So she came down here for his birthday, and I turned around, I had to drive her back.
Right.
So it's 2 hours up, 2 hours down, 2 hours up, 2 hours down. I'm sorry, I seen enough of fucking Pennsylvania to save my soul. Because this time I did not go to Philly and did not get my damn cheesesteak from Max's.
Yeah.
I'm mad about that.
We in the woods, man. It's not like Philly where we at. We like.
So what's the hip hop scene around there like? Or do you guys gotta go?
It's the hip hop scene. Well, where he's at, it's small city like. But where we at, you like that? You like that? That's a few people out there that's doing music out there too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some good artists out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I mean, it's not.
So you guys do have to travel to actually go and do.
Like
when it comes to like how people
together.
support hip hop over there, it's like it's hard, man. Because when I used to have the showcases, a lot of people used to come out for them because it was something different, you know what I'm saying? And people that appreciate that would come out, plus the supporters from like the local acts or whatever, you know what I'm saying, will come out. So it used to always be good. But like as far as like hip hop, like I don't know, like it's. We in the woods over there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's why when you said that, because like that's why when you said, I figured you must have been in some small towns because you just said you generalized area. Because like when I say the Eastern Shore, when I say the Eastern Shore, automatically Ocean City, Cambridge, and Salisbury come up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm nowhere near any of that shit.
There's definitely a lot of people out there, you know, especially where we at. Like I said, he's more in the city, you know what I'm saying, in Hazleton. So that's more like urban and all that. But where I'm at, there's definitely a couple artists out there that's pushing hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. And you know, so it's definitely like trying to like grow.
You're high as hell. You're high as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to Jay Brown, Ryan watching at home, Zinni.
Okay.
Shout out to
all the supporters that's out there.
So
shout out,
so you guys have to like you basically really do have to travel to like how did you hook up with Jason?
A showcase. Well, what happened? I forget how it was the first time we met, but from the first initial time that we met, after that we did a showcase together. He needed a DJ or whatever, so that's how that happened. And we just continued to work together.
Right.
You know what I mean, we're kind of like the same people in a sense because like. Well, he's not a DJ, but he's still like he got artists that he push and, and he promotes and he does for. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with me. Like
that's like tonight they have the March Madness showcase that's going on.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And actually, one of the prizes is actually being able to come down here and do a radio show. What I'm doing already. You know, like
that's the way I look at it. Like I go something like this, like I just look at it like promotion, exposure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because see now I've met you guys now and I've listened to the music. Now I'm going to like when Billy says he hits me and goes, Lisa, you know anybody wants to do a show? Hey, I do.
He's always down.
Yeah, actually got a role too, though. You know, it's not like
you know what I'm saying?
You all can just like.
We went all the way to Texas for a showcase. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we always down the ride. That's one thing. Like,
I know because when your van pulled up, I was like, because I think you could have probably pulled back here behind that the sign where it said the bus stop, because that whole big long thing's a fucking bus stop.
Oh.
You can't park right here.
Like, this go over there.
Right, because that's why I'm parked over there by the church too.
Yeah.
But
anyway, man.
But when y'all, I was like, okay, how many?
John Boy Max and Shane, he's another video editor that we have. Those are the only 2 people that's not here right now with us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That completes the group
Well,
as far as Secret Life Society.
Okay.
That's the team,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's all of us, Sean Boy Max, and you know what I'm saying?
Shout outs.
So, but I mean, that's...
Because I was waiting for like you to start naming, because like I said, TAGMG, I don't know how many, I don't even think they know how many members there are. And Wisdom Court Entertainment, there's no... You
See,
just,
like a lot of people... Everybody want to be down, but you know, I'm not trying to be.
See,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I, you know, like, I don't know. I just gotta feel a certain way and vibe out. Like, I just. Plus, I like certain music, so I want a certain look.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just try to roll with like my gut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to that, like.
Your gut
You know
feeling
what I'm
was
saying?
the
Yeah.
best part about you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes with me, anyways.
Right.
I mean, but I mean, I would like to grow. I have out there. You know, he got a real passion for music, but he's not like he don't got access to a studio and he don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get him out here to where I'm
that's like my ex. He's like, I got all this shit written. I just need to get to the studio.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you don't get to the
He's
damn
nasty.
studio and
Yeah,
record
he's
that
nasty,
shit.
yeah.
Like freeze on you.
So I'm trying to get him out here, you know. But
Huh?
I want
You
to
have
go.
somebody freeze on you as far as like being inside the studio, like not speaking a word.
I had an artist in here. I had an artist in here, and like I would ask a question, and he with one word answers, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
What is the answer?
I'm like, can you elaborate? But it was like, I don't know if it was his first time. Like, I was like, and I'm not even interviewing you like somebody interviewing you. I'm just
Well, maybe
holding
it's like
conversation.
first being on camera, like
I
as far
don't
as
know.
being like live
Well,
or
he's
something
a-
like that or whatever.
He's a fucking artist. He's in front of people all the time.
Right.
So you in front of one person and 2 cameras that you really don't even realize
Yeah,
see.
you never paying attention about.
You
You know,
know
when
what I
you're
mean?
talking.
I mean, do you all still get kind of like butterflies when you get on stage?
No.
He was nervous about coming here. He was like, "Oh man,"
Anything.
we was making jokes in the van about. He was like, "He didn't know what to do with his hands." And things. Like the movie and shit.
Be himself.
Yeah,
It's
it's
because
like-
you are who you are. And
No,
you can change that.
This is all new to him. That's the one thing that I appreciate
like-
about him too.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like being on stage.
Yeah.
I don't like being on
That's
stage.
that won't stop me though.
No, but I mean,
I'm
it kind of gives you that little bit of an adrenaline rush too, because like you get the butterflies, and then once you get on that stage, and once that beat drops,
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
pressed
it's
right.
done.
Yeah,
It's done.
that never happened. You know what I'm saying? That never
Like
happened.
once
Like,
he like gets that, and it just goes
Right.
in. You know, it just happens.
You know,
Same thing with like everybody else here, but E Prestige, you know, he
he's like he don't get butterflies. He
It's a
just get on stage and be like,
natural
fuck
I
it.
don't give a fuck.
just go all in and just.
When I'm in the building, I'm in the fucking building.
See, that's
you
that's
already
gorilla fuck.
that's that Queens coming out
Yeah,
of
I
there
love
right
it. Yo,
there.
I love the New York shit.
You just
But-
fuck you are who you are, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, and I understand his.
I got my sword like this, like a fucking Excalibur. When I walk in the rap venue, I'm like this with my fucking Excalibur
Arms
sword.
up and shit.
But I understand, like, cause like when I don't know where I'm going and I'm not familiar with something, you're gonna see all kinds of shit out here. Was it last week? The week before, might be the week before. I don't remember.
Well, you got security going on the blocks and shit out here?
Because the Johns Hopkins College is right up the street, so that's campus security that rides around the neighborhoods because a lot of the students live off campus, you know, out here. So we can't, they run through.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
though.
we had a
Yo, he's gonna be
feeling.
performing at Triple Billies on
Look,
420. You heard? All the THC fans,
Yo,
all the THC fans come through 420.
So was that
THC
like
at
your
Triple
first
Billies.
rap name, or I
Yo,
mean?
Garden,
No,
I sent you that link. That what is it?
I was Tony Montana
May
originally.
26th, I think it is, or something like that.
But
Okay.
That's just because my homie called me.
I didn't see it.
I'm gonna send you.
I went to this new school. My homie called me Tony Montana. Told her.
Kind of stuck.
Yeah, and then just for like.
Then you smartened up and opened the market.
Not just for like legal reasons.
Yeah.
Just like legal reasons.
Right. I mean, I've had somebody. I actually had an artist in here from Pennsylvania, and the name I was given like a couple days before I was, or like the day before I made the flyer, because I was late making the fucking flyer.
We was working on his name for what, like a month, right?
Yeah, because it stands.
Because I told him, I was like, bro, Montana, like
you
like
can't.
I fuck with you. You my mans and all that. I'm not trying, you know what I mean, tell you what to do.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He could have that. Bro.
I was like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, you know what I'm saying? But the Tony Montana, like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
They don't fit you.
No, it's not that it don't fit him. It's just too washed up. Yeah, Tony Montana. Like, you know what I mean? Like, another Montana. We already got French Montana. 300 Montana.
They gonna look at him and be like,
that was when I was.
He's like, oh, another Montana. You know what I mean? So that's how I told him. I was like, don't, like, you can't be another Montana. Like, we gotta, so we was thinking about it forever.
Well, see, and the reason, like in Baltimore, like, I was talking about over east because everybody got the same kind of little names.
Yeah.
And the in Baltimore, Lil is not Lil, it's LOR. Don't ask me where the fuck that came from. Well, yeah. They be fucking up shit all the time.
That's some new shit
right. That's, I'm telling you. You look up some Baltimore artists, and it's Scooter was one of them. Scooter, who Meek Mills was bringing under his wing. He passed away. He got shot. They hunted his ass down and shot his ass in the car. Yeah, I don't care. These little kids are so stupid. But anyway, that's like having a unique name. Your name is unique. You know what I mean? Yeah. Your name is unique. Like, there's not another DJ Guardian that I know of.
Nah, there is. There is, yeah.
Have you ever heard THC? No.
But
only for marijuana?
Yeah.
Mine stands for Tony Holloman's Creations, because that's my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you think
it works.
THC?
But you see me over here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was the first thing 3D said. 3D said, introduce yourself or whatever. And he was like, my name is THC. He was like, everybody in the room was like,
you a pothead.
And that was the wow factor about it when we did come up with the name. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I forgot it was late as shit when I called him. I was like, yo, I forgot. Yeah, no. It was late as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Called him up. I was like, bro, I think I fucking got it. I was like, I told him about it. He stood quiet for a second. He was like, bro, like, oh my God.
But like, and I'm gonna tell you, I did a special, come on, yo. I'm be thirsty as shit in this bitch. It be hot. Look, it was hot as fucking here when I got here. There's a machine right there, sweetheart. Look. You can put your water bottle and you can fill your bottle up with the ice water. There you go.
You're gonna have to do me that solid.
So
I got the you know what I mean?
There you go. Look, you want some butterscotch discs?
Oh, nah, yes.
There's a record there called Rock Bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that one.
That's off my next project. I'm dropping this featuring him. It's kind of boom bapish, so I think you'll
kind of get a feel.
I think you'll like it.
So you guys, like, I know you classify yourself as hip hop bars, but you do variety of beats and like.
Oh yeah, I have other stuff outside of my project.
Right.
You know what I mean, with other people and.
Right.
I think I'm very picky about it. Like, I'm very picky about my beats. Yeah, you are.
Nah,
but I am.
Honesty.
No, but that's what you need. Like,
I show them like 20 beats.
People, you feel me? Like,
I mean, because I'm sure.
You can show me 20 and I'll be like one of them.
Look, my ex is a rapper. My brother he's a rapper. Like, they're not my real brothers, but you know what I mean? They're my brothers. They embrace me. Yeah, so I've been around them. I was in a car. I drove from I know y'all don't know where, but out Dundalk all the way to my house. Over and over and over. It was him. I don't know who else was in the car in the front, but it was me, my man Doc Baltimore, and somebody else. Doc was like, yo, let me get on that beat. Beams was like, nope. This beat is mine. And yeah, but listen to that beat over and over. And you have to be able to feel it. Right. But you know what I mean? Like, I know people that can rap. Like my ex, he can rap on just about any beat you throw at his ass. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he does it. I'm in awe of what you guys do because I can't do it. I can't write rhymes. I can't rap. You know what I mean? I can't do all that. So I'm in awe of you guys. I know 7-year-olds who was doing that shit that I can't do. And I'm in awe of what you guys do. Because that's why I sat down in the studio and I watched the they overlay and punch in and all that stuff. I don't fucking rap, but I pay attention.
Yeah, pick up on that shit, yeah.
So So I love the fact that you guys can do that kind of stuff. And I know people that won't do other other kinds of beats because they're just stuck in this one lane.
Right.
But I like versatility. I want you to rap about, being in the street or whatever you want to rap about. Right. But I want to hear that LL Cool J going out on that limb when he was, when he did I Need Love. Because at that time, that was going out on a motherfucking limb. Nobody thought that record was going to get anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but that was, you know what I mean? So I like that versatility of being able to do different, and it's probably another reason why I love Tech, because Tech takes rock beats, he does hip hop, he does everything. He even incorporated opera in his shit. You know what I mean? I like that versatility, and it also shows me.
He's just a goat.
He really is.
Shout out to you too, man.
But that just shows me that you're not stuck. You know what I mean? You do what you want to do. You do the music that you want to do. But if you got to do that kind of to get to that turn up, you can do that turn up.
See, I don't know. You have to I feel like
shout out to everybody watching.
Original with what you're doing. You have to find your own way of turning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we're gonna play this.
It's not just like clothing.
We're gonna play Rock Bottom because he's really been pushing this song Rock Bottom.
For real.
Been pushing this song Rock Bottom.
All these songs is fire, man. We got to play all these shit.
It's a song that
Rock Bottom is fire.
Right.
Yeah, Rock Bottom. I did a video for. It's doing like almost 9K on Facebook.
That's what's up.
And I mean, people felt it so I'm gonna drop it digitally, and then when they really want to show love, they could go copy it. You know what I mean?
Word up.
That's what's up.
On all digital stores, baby. You feel me?
This is E Prestige.
Yeah, just like that.
E Prestige featuring THC. We throwing candy in this bitch. featuring THC. It's called Rock Bottom.
We try to keep that shit regular. You know what I'm saying?
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't
That
exist.
is my line on my main email address. My signature.
He's gone.
That's a sign.
Just like that, he's gone.
And I don't believe.
Confirmation right there.
Yep.
I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences.
Yo, what's good, Dad?
When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up, way up. When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up,
Word up, son.
way up. When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up. When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up.
What's good, son?
When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up. Got bread at the next king, homie, I got my weight up. This all that I like with executing you favors. Mine on the cake up, it's time to raise the stakes up. Remember being broke, no dough for the shape up. But now the flow golden everywhere. And it's all for the love of rap music. I make that get up broad day like busted cat music. Gotta get it how you live, homie, this is that music. Young niggas, they trap to it, OGs can crack to it. I'm gonna crack to it, nigga, let's get back to it. This nigga been doing since the nigga was a truant. I'm trying to stick to winning cause I'm sick of all the losing. Had to get up on my grind and get rid of all the confusion. Cause everything's an illusion when you ain't got dough. And rock bottom ain't no joke, but only one way to go. You know, rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up, way up. When you at rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up.
Yo, this shit fire, like, yo.
Rock bottom on the way, it's the way up, way up, way up.
And that shit is dope.
Got the hits playing right now. Alright,
Only time to pick apart the beat. Time to wake these people up. I don't know how they still asleep. Put my heart back in my chest and get that shit up on my sleeve. Everybody throwing shade, but it'll never get to me. They all wanna ride the wave, but never
to the Baltimore Paparazzi. And that was Rock Bottom, E Prestige featuring THC. Yo, I'm going to tell you all something. You talking about Audio Mac? I have mixtapes. I used to do mixtapes too. I forgot to tell y'all that. I did mixtapes back in the day. Well, when I started doing this radio show, I decided what I was going to do was take everybody that came on my show and put a song most likely going to be on the fucking mixtape.
I appreciate you, for real.
You know what I mean?
Definitely,
and I do that, and it all gets put on Audio Mac because I don't do this for money. You know what I mean? I do it because it gives people that to be able to see what's out there.
What's out there, yeah.
You know,
for stream, you're saying you put it up for stream?
Yeah.
Not for download?
Yeah, you can download it. Right. Yeah. But you just don't have to pay for it. Because, you know what I mean? So they're all on there. Like, I started on Dat Piff, but I got sick of Dat Piff.
Yeah.
Because I had a DJ that was doing all that. He was making them for me. And he got mad at me because he did it a certain way. And I was like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like how you did that. Yeah. All I want you to do is just put it together, you know, normalize it, you know, so this song's not this loud and, you know, that's all I want you to do.
Was you playing the one next?
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that that's what I do. I do that because it's promotion, just like this show's promotion. You know, I put one song from everybody on a CD or on the list or whatever, and then I put it on Audio Mac. I share the link. You know, the artists, whether they share the link or not, that's up to them. You know, I'm doing it so, you know, if people can hear, you know, people can hear not only your song but other artists, and they're all underground.
The shout outs, that's what it's the most too, you know, because that's the experiences that we have to look into and reach out for.
You know, but that song right there, that might end up on my phone actually. Because
I got my mans on here.
I'll be using one of the few to have it. I'm about to drop it digital, so people gonna have to cop it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the artist that song we first played.
Yeah, that's my man's over here.
All right. How you doing?
Give a little shout out. What's good? What's good?
Shout out the whole city of Baltimore, home body radio straight from Soundboy Max. You know how we do
Yeah.
Word up. We out here, man. Word.
Yeah, but yeah.
He's coming up here tomorrow.
Huh?
He said he's coming up here tomorrow.
What you coming up here tomorrow for?
Because we're going to lay some shit down. Got some work to do, you know what I'm saying? His album coming soon, you know what I mean? So we got to finish that shit, you know what I mean?
That's what's up. So where is he from?
He's in Massachusetts.
But that's where he's from?
That's where he at.
I'm just saying, but where is he? Is he from where you guys live at? Does he live where you guys live at? Or does he live up there?
He live up there.
Oh, well, hell.
Well, you from BX though, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you guys are not only spread out, you know, but you also are spread out to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You made the network to others.
Straight to state, but we all stick together as far as travel.
Texas and everything. So
Huh?
That's the lessons everywhere.
Yeah. Word up. Word up, man. Yo, a lot of people fuck with us, man. You know, like a lot of people. When I started off by myself, you know, a lot of people were showing me love and support, and then it just grew. It just grew from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was everybody fuck with us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of
Second Life Society.
Shout out to every fan back home. Shout out to my sponsors, Genius, Elephant Rolling Papers, Highway Clothing, all of them, man.
You know.
See, and that's a lot of things that I don't hear from, you know, people that I've seen now, you know, here in Baltimore, that, you know, they don't have that, you know, I don't know.
It's a movement.
Yo, I'm off this.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the whole situation, like with Wisdom Court, Billy Live, and my man Baltimore Big Steve from Baltimore Records. They're doing everything. They don't have the sponsorships like you have, but they're doing everything by moving here, moving there. Wisdom Court they do shows. He's done reached out to different places and done shows. And when he did the shows up in those places, he made a connection with that. There used to be a whole lot more venues, but a lot of venues got shut down for dumbass reasons. The fact that the city doesn't like hip hop. Yeah. You know, so it's just a lot.
Yeah,
But so Billy, like, he got the Auto Bar. He was doing shows at the Cultural Arts Center. He's from out in Westminster, which is like an hour and some change away from here. He started out there and then moved his way into the Baltimore County.
Where did you say?
Into Westminster.
Oh, I think it's Westchester.
No, but they just did a 2-day show out in Martinsburg, West Virginia. And there's a couple places up in Pennsylvania. We went up to Milton. It's a 2.5-hour drive from here. I hate that drive. But like, he's done made these different connections, so he can do shows out of town. He can bring these artists who want to do shows out of town. You know, so the things that you guys are doing, this makes my heart just like, yay, you know, sings and flutters.
That's what's up. I appreciate that.
Because there's been too many artists that there's too many artists here in Baltimore that won't just drive 45 minutes down to DC.
And people would appreciate you more because you're not from there.
Right.
It's funny. Yeah, I'm saying.
Right.
Crazy.
When you go and rock a stage somewhere else and you get major, you're like, whoa.
Shout out to
CPR. Shout out to CPR. We went to Connecticut to do a showcase over there a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? We went over there, deep as shit, the whole minivan, deep as shit. You know what I'm saying? And we went over there, did a show, killed it. They showed us mad love, and like all the artists from over there, you know, we was talking to them.
Right.
It was just like all love, like, you know what I mean?
And drove back, right?
Yeah, and drove back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Just put in the work, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's called investing in yourselves.
Right.
And that's see, when I first came in, like I said, 2006, 2007, there was a Blog Talk radio show. And on the show, he had Play It or Spray It. His name is Shaka Pitts. He actually is the owner of Pit Fights Rap Battle League here in Baltimore. And no, they don't fight dogs. I always gotta say that. Because somewhere there's a white woman. Somewhere there's a white woman freaking out. Like, we had the police called on us at an event. Yeah, like we were fighting dogs at the bar. I'm sorry. That was kind of stupid.
Like, really?
But yeah, seriously. I pulled up and the police were out there and I said, that wasn't me.
What you talking about?
Because I'm always the only white person in the crowd. Always. And so
I know that about
right. So he had a blog talk radio show, and he had Play It or Spray It, which he would play a song, wouldn't tell you who it was, and everybody that was in the chat room or on the phone would tell you whether to play it or spray it, which means it was, you know, they thought it was garbage. So through that show, I got to know artists, I got to know people, I got to know these artists or whatever. And as time went on, like I said, I would talk to these artists or whatever, and I would tell them, you need to market and advertise yourself. You need to get, you know, at that time, the posters and the stickers and everything was really big.
Yeah, the street team.
Yeah, that was a really big thing. I said, you all need to advertise yourself. You need to market yourself. Because why? Because you're a commodity.
Yeah.
You want people to buy you.
People buy my shirts, they make me sign them. I've signed CD cases.
Right.
When we got merchandise.
I've signed tits.
Let me tell you.
Ass, you already know.
That means he's out there.
My thing, the craziest thing.
Let him know. You know what I'm saying?
What am I supposed to say?
If you know who you are, then why people won't like
Hey, those are some of the things he signed.
Right.
Those are just some of the things. Some of many things he signed. Right.
So I was at the Tech 9 show here in Baltimore. Yeah, Tech was on stage for like 2.5 hours.
Word.
Just tech. So after the show, I'm standing there talking to my friend Stars, who was on a 70-city tour with him with Tech 9 and Strange Music. So I'm standing there talking to him, and I was like, yo, you know I want to do my paparazzi thing, but I couldn't get a hold of nobody to bring my camera in because they have a really strict policy. You have to have a media pass in order to get in. That's just the club itself. So he was like, yo, you should have hit me up. I was like, I didn't think about it because Tech had brought him out on stage. So I'm standing there talking to him, and I look over, and Yubi from Seth's crew is standing there. He's a little short motherfucker. He's short as shit. Like, I'm taller than Yubi, and I'm short as hell. He's signing this bitch's titty. I was like,
well, that's what you gonna do.
Right. I'm just like, but the craziest thing.
Are you gonna deny it?
But the craziest thing is this: my man Stars, who was on the 70 City tour with Tech 9 for one of his tours, has a fan in Colorado who has his logo tattooed on her.
Yo, shout out to that girl. What was that girl's name from where we sent that shirt out to? That random fan that hit him up. Like,
yo, she bought a shirt from like states over.
Yeah, she was like, yo, from North Carolina. She was like, yo, I fuck with your music. I mean, they be showing him love and shit with the internet. Like, he's always on social media.
Right.
People stop me in the streets, like, can't believe it's me. Like,
right.
And I don't even know them, and they're like,
he be going to like the Bloomsburg college parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting that shit lit. Like, yo.
Shout out to Bloom.
Shout out to Bloom. Yo, they do. They fuck with Secret Life Society out there. They fuck with Secret Life Society. Yo,
stickers
like,
cups, like,
I be getting random pictures. Like, it be somebody screenshot it, somebody snap, and like my sticker was on there, like bottle they was drinking and shit. Like, I get random shit like that. Like,
right, but see, that also shows you
like,
because you market and advertise.
Yeah, man, I love that shit.
I always get something. I always get a message of somebody.
Yeah, that should be lit.
People recognize me. Like I was never like the whole Baltimore Paparazzi thing. Like they knew the name, they knew the logos, they knew all that. But then when they put the face to it, then they come out to me, hey, Lisa, hey. And I'm like, hey. And I used to fake it. Like I remember who they were.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah. And then I look at my man Bob and be like, who's that? He's like, the fuck if I know you. Because he's always asking me who people are. Because like my brain is better than his because I don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
And you know,
that's a fact.
You know, so like now when people come to me, they hey Lisa, and I'm like, hey,
who are you?
You know, and it's like I feel like I'm just me. Like I'm nobody special. I'm just me. But you the Baltimore Paparazzi. You do this, you do that.
People fall in
like,
love with you. Like when they follow you, they start to feel like they know you.
Right? Because I can understand people
and
coming
they
up.
invest in you because they buy your merchandise and they
awesome.
follow your music and download it.
I'm baffled and I like love it.
Right.
Everyone that doesn't do it more.
But you know, it's cool that you have that following that you do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, that's from just from your hard work of putting your music out there, and you know, like you say, you're constantly on social media, so you're constantly marketing and advertising yourself.
All day. I feel like a robot.
Yeah. This guy here is he.
When it comes to that,
yeah, he's turned up on that shit.
that's how all that came about with the sponsors, well, potential sponsors, like, you know what I'm saying, with Australia and all that.
Right.
And, you know, like that's pretty much a lot of his legwork.
Oh, that's
you know
the sponsors, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the sponsors. That's the sponsors.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so, but that's his legwork, and then you know. He'll be like, yo, God, you know, Artie and I'm talking to these people right here, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll hit him up, like, yo, appreciate you, your interest in us, or whatever, and just follow the relationship.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So.
And I mean, and that's what you, and as a.
I'm not just gonna, like, I don't know, I like to help in any possible way, so I'm not just gonna sit back and be like, yo, you do it.
Right. So,
well, not only that.
But you feel me? Like, I'll spread it all day. Like.
See, and like me, I've always said that I'm a director of traffic. You know how, you know, because I had people come to me and be like, yo, do you know somebody, you know, a studio, yo, do you know a producer, do you know this, do you know that? Of course I do, because I make all these connections. Right. So I'm constantly going this way, go over here, talk to this one right here, hook this person up with this person. So I'm constantly making these connections for people because I could easily just keep them for myself and keep them for people that I fuck with.
You only do so much though, so it'd be like,
you know. So I'm constantly directing traffic. Right. You know what I mean? Like you said, you could have easily been like, you know, hit him up, please.
Yo, this is like 17 blunts later, yo.
Yeah, who's that? Yeah, pizza.
I just stopped eating meat too. Shout out to me. I just went vegetarian like 10 days today. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
more power to you.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it.
I'm trying to do it. What's good? I know they got to have something to eat.
Yo, there's carryouts on just about every fucking block.
Some good food.
If you go over 2 blocks on Maryland Avenue and go up, there's a shopping center right there. I don't know exactly what's in there. I know there's. I don't know. I don't live here. I don't live here. I mean, you can probably go on Google. Google Maps. There's different places all around here.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I follow my nose.
Like because I live up in northern part. I live up in northern part of Baltimore. I live like I don't even know how many minutes. It's not that far.
Word.
Nowhere in Baltimore is far.
Word.
The traffic is what makes you fucked up.
Yeah, what beach you sent us, bro?
And once I leave here, I gotta go out to Arundel Mills and pick my daughter up. So I can get back. I can give y'all about another half hour if that. I mean, I know he's hungry. He done talk about food. Look, I'm sitting here watching him. We were just high as hell.
Some Chinese, some pizza.
Right.
What you got coming up next? The one?
Yeah, I can play the one. Play the one.
Play the one
on the radio.
I'm gonna play the one. The one from THC.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yep. So, yeah, we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna come back.
Let me ask you something real quick. With your setup, you can play the beat and still be live or no?
What do you mean?
Like, could they still hear us and see
Like
us?
how when you're playing?
No, on the radio, no, they can't because I switch it over. I switch it over from the sound card to the Winamp.
But the
live feeds.
It's all good.
Yeah.
The phone will pick you up.
Yeah, you can still do it.
The live.
They'll pick you up. So we're gonna listen to this and we're gonna come back.
Playing right now?
The one.
Oh, nice.
Where the hell was you at for the past 5 minutes? No. Where the hell was you at? What cloud was you on? You was on 18, 35.
He's coming down the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator stopped, boo. It just stopped. Stop.
Since like the 6th
He's pressing. Look, he was pressing the button. Why is this not working? Because he was pressing the closed doors button. That's why. But it's all good. You got a good reason. So we'll be right back.
Come on, baby.
Now everybody got quiet. What the hell?
I know how you feeling this. It's just like hypnotizing music that we fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand. Word.
So my voice a little raspy. We don't pass much plastic glass, keep it classy. I'm the rapper that everybody else said was nasty. Used to be a kid playing outside in the puddles. Now I'm here, my boy humble for some Colorado crumble. Showing people how we hustle to make it through the struggle. I'm gonna stay cocky, you can stick that and humble. I can run this game forever, never pull a muscle. I'm the on the old school to show you I can rumble. Leave the crowds, we just talking, not even a mumble. I'm a true pothead, but spinning dope as a bundle. Been a long time, I'm getting reacquainted with the digi-scale and everything related. Now sit back and take a look at what I created. Man, this white boy right here could really fucking make it. But all because of my situation, stay stuck rapping in all of these shitty places. Sit back and watch the hatred turn to fake shit on the same day that I happen to make it famous. Still throwing dirt even though my name is famous. Stay spitting wicked dope, my flow is dangerous. I'm staying faded, look like Vegas, never seen a graduation.
Fuck trying though,
I'm really gonna be the greatest. Purple haze I'm smoking on, got me feeling brainless. Sitting back, killing tracks on a daily basis. Your bitch hit me up and she said you're way too basic. 5 minutes later she came over and I had her naked. Trust me when I say that every broad spit is sacred. Once I awaken, start to make it, we smoke like Jamaicans. If you know me then I ain't gotta say shit. If you don't know me then you must be mistaken. My flow is so cold, swear I haven't shaken. Growing up with the fam, didn't have the savings. So I walk around, find another house to break in.
Better not get caught, my mom can't afford a home invasion.
But being broke, who really pushing patience? Making money, no time for education. Chilling with the homies, keeping dads in rotation. And we smoking every day.
Yo,
That was the video.
I wait till you go back on the radio.
I'm back.
You back on? Yo, check this out, man. We need everybody watching and listening to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, man.
Facts, y'all really know, man.
Secret Life Society, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
we got the video for that right there. Rock Bottom, the video for Rock Bottom is on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just trying to get these numbers up. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving y'all bullshit music and bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we keeping it all the way 100.
If you don't got bullshit music, you didn't send it to me. I can guarantee
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like, we just trying to win. That's all. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got good quality coming to you.
I like,
you know what I'm saying?
I like stories. I like stories. I've always, I come from a time of storytelling.
Word.
Telling stories. if I can listen to your song and close my eyes and make my own video, I'm listening. I was listening to that. I didn't have my eyes closed, but I was listening to that, and I seen the breaking in the house, the home invasion. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you if you could tell me a story, you got me. I don't like just rhyming words because that's what Dr. Seuss did that shit.
Man.
Yeah,
you can find us everywhere. You can find us everywhere, man. Secret Life Society, bro. We try and get the YouTube numbers up, like, you know what I'm saying? We try and get the subscriptions up, like, you know what I mean? Subscribers up, you know what I mean? So if everybody listening, tuning in, you know what I mean? YouTube/Secret Life Society, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Share the videos, like the videos, comment under the videos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
At The Real E Prestige on everything across the board, all social media.
Word up.
Is there a fake one?
No, I just I like the way you sound.
Right.
Just in case there is, I'm just letting them know.
Right, you are the real.
I'm the real. Listen.
Right.
Get this shit done.
Real.
Ready?
Fuck. Out here.
Word up, man. You know, so that's how we rock.
Follow me on IG at your favorite rapper _ in between. I'm sorry, I made my mark here. There's weed, rapper.
That's THC for you.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, there's like I came in. Usually I come in and there's like bottles from Friday night show and empty bottles and I'm like,
I'm sorry for all this.
My man just made a website too, right?
Yeah. At Howard to Beats for all social media, and website is Howard to Beats wixsite.howardtobeats.com.
I have a Wix site too. It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's free. Oh hell yeah!
I don't know what song I bet you would go on there. You're gonna find some fire shit.
Yeah.
I just started, so there's only a couple beats on there every day.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that he has his.
Got a
I literally sit in my room. My roommates are like, "Yo, come chill." I'm like, "Nah." I just sit there and make beats all day.
Working after work.
Promote myself.
I
do it every single day.
No.
Oh, he had me going in the car on the way here, man. I must have been freestyling for like 40-something miles. I was like, all right, let me shut up, man. That was like, that was like 3,737 bars.
We got here
I'm just gonna drive now.
We had to keep it quiet for like 20 minutes.
You couldn't even hear me. You saw put a lip in it.
Yo, but I ain't hungry though. What the hell?
No, but at the end of the day, though, like,
some food.
if anybody listening, watching, if you into hashtags, you know what I'm saying, you see what it is, hashtag Secret Life Society, you find all of us.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, you'll find all of us. You know what I mean? So if you can't remember everybody's name in particular, like, you know what I'm saying, Secret Life
The fucking club comes up. I was the Baltimore Paparazzi for the club, and the club don't even exist anymore.
Words.
So yeah. So that's why I said, like, because that's that whole marketing. Like, I gotta get people to understand.
Yeah.
But if I put in my Liesl 127 name, then like 18-20 pages come up about me. Right? It just everything comes up because that was my name.
It follows you and shit.
Well, that was my name when I first got on the internet. And I just used it for everything. It's like I have websites with that name. I have .coms, internet with that name. I just made the BaltimorePaparazzi.com name last year. I was like, well, fuck it. I need to go ahead and just make this name so I can, I built a website. I built the website, but I took and I linked it to my Wix because my Wix has everything on it. Right. And I couldn't link my website back to Wix because now they want you to pay for that shit. And I said, fuck you. I'm going to just link y'all together by putting when somebody clicks on this, it takes you to the Wix.
Well, yeah.
I was on BeatStars and like a couple other platforms, like selling beats, but you had to pay like subscriptions.
Right.
$20 a month, and it was like ultimate premium.
What?
Like,
Clubs was like 155.
When I was using
we lit.
When I was
and
using
that shit like 0.2.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That shit right
he
here.
on a mission right now. He on a mission.
What is it?
American Wings? And pizza.
Oh yeah, that's on some corner somewhere.
No vegetarian shit, right? No vegetarian shit, right, baby?
No, just pizza. I know it's not even meat.
Well, I appreciate you guys making the ride down here and whatnot.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Our Body Radio.
Shout out to Blue Squad Society for hooking us up with the what I'm saying.
Definitely, big shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to you for having us. Like I'm saying, I
Our
appreciate
Body
that.
Radio.
Our Body Radio.
You already know.
Baltimore's finest.
I'm trying to download the app right now, but then let's see what happens.
Well,
See,
our
the way
radio
my
station.
phone is set up.
A radio station. Well, I got too much shit on my phone. I be
follow
deleting
on
shit all the
Twitter,
time. Huh?
You only follow through on Twitter. On Twitter, right? Yes.
Who? Me or them?
The radio station.
The radio station probably is. I have no idea. I don't have nothing to do with that.
I'm just here.
You see what I'm doing.
This I don't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
But
That's lit though, man.
But what was I getting ready to say? Oh, the radio station is actually a 24-hour radio station, so music is played 24 hours. We're getting ready to. He wants me to be in charge of the submissions for the radio, because what we do is they blend in the industry with the local.
Yeah.
So they blend it in.
Yeah,
so you might hear a couple songs of the industry, and then you'll hear a song from a local artist. But our radio station is 24 hours. So music, no matter what time if you go to the app or go to the website and click on it, it's going to be playing music.
Right.
It's not dead air.
Or if not, it'll be the show.
It'll be a show, because we have shows every day.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, we have shows every day. And I do. I'm starting to do special interviews because so many people want to be on my damn show. So they're gonna have to pay me to do that.
Yeah.
So I do special interviews. I did a special interview for Wisdom Court with artists that came from West Virginia,
right,
and one artist that was from here in Baltimore. And you want to talk about names? Like, shout out to her, because I gave her so much grief about her name. When I seen the name, I was like, oh, who the hell is this? I need to find out of what this is all about.
Yeah.
So they all came in. I said, all right, who's the artist? And they raised their hands. So I asked them what their names were so I could correspond it with the music I had. She said her name was Taste My Jiggy.
Oh.
Taste My Jiggy. Taste My Jiggy.
T-A-Y. T-A-Y. But listen,
I see what she was going with.
It was spelled T-A-Y-S-T-E, because her name was Tay, and she said there's so many people with the name Tay in the rap scene or whatever that she needed something that was going to stand out. And she said everybody's got swag. She was like, no, I'm Jiggy. I was like, all right.
Taste My Jiggy.
So that's why I said names.
But it sounds like a song title.
Right. I'm thinking about guardian alarm systems and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So when you hear a name and you want it to stick, that's why I said, so many people out here trying to have the same name, or not trying, but it's like their name from.
You got the little Pippies and
Lil
the Dizzies and the Dizzies and the Lil Wayne and Lil Crack.
That's why I said I
I'm
was
all
surprised.
about
Lil fucking Perk and
positivity.
I was surprised the shit with Secret Society wasn't
And it's
taken.
still the fucking
You know what I'm
cancer
saying?
game. So everybody out there who knows somebody in the
Fuck cancer.
cancer. You know,
That's right.
Fuck cancer.
That's why we're dealing with that. We're dealing with that right now because
There's always somebody out there that's gonna fight it, and you know what?
my children.
Cannabis is the shit.
Like I said,
Daily dose.
Well, maybe not a cure yet, but you know what? It does help.
they got a fucking
At
cure
least
for shit.
70%
Don't even let
shit.
them lie to you.
Yeah, but do you think 75% of the population smoke weed?
Yeah, everybody.
I think it's bigger than that. What are you talking about?
Alright, well,
Low key.
Both my kids do.
low key, no trust me.
Yeah.
Both my kids.
Why would you want to hide it?
smoke.
My kids, I don't know. My kids don't. They too young.
Did he just say he don't smoke?
Who?
Me.
You don't smoke your in-house.
I don't know. I smoke.
I'm just like, you see,
I'm a pothead.
like, I'm about to rewind this footage and
What
just
you
saying.
just said? What you just said? Say it again.
I'm just
Say it
saying.
again.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm waiting for the lightning bolts and shit to come. Like, yeah.
Smoking weed.
But no, I was like, you laughing because I said both my kids do. They do, and my son-in-law too. Like, everybody around me does. Like,
about a half ounce like every.
like my friends are like, Lisa, you just need to get high. from Baltimore. He moved from Baltimore. He lives out in Colorado. He moved his family out to Colorado, and he's a grower. He went and got a job growing, and that's what he does.
That's what it is out there, though.
You know what I mean? And it's coming. It's slowly but surely coming in every single state. Because my friend, he was a UFC fighter. He was a UFC fighter. He just retired after his last fight. He was like, I'm done because I'm not gonna be walking around here like, you know, with injuries to my head, my brain, and everything else. He was like, I'm getting out of this right now. He's like 33. He's young. You know, he's in like, and that's what he got into now, down in Florida. He's down in Florida, and that's what he's into. He is the whole, you know, the medical marijuana, like all that stuff. And people are like, but he doesn't smoke or anything, but he knows that's where the money is going to be at, and because it's going to be big.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
it's really natural. You know what I mean? It's from the earth. Like, how much more better can it get?
So, I mean, like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming down there. I gotta go get my damn daughter. She'll be calling me, Mommy, you outside? She's 23. 23, 2 kids. Right.
At DJ Guardian 570.
Shout out to everyone back home. Shout out to everyone that
called in.
Shout out to Baltimore.
Everybody that called.
Out here.
Everybody that the one that called called 3D's phone.
Word.
I think that must have been who was
Mercy.
That was probably
you can play a record with him. I got a record with him.
Do you?
I sent it to you.
Big shout out.
Which one?
It's called In the Streets.
Okay.
It's off my new project dropping also.
All right.
Which is? Let him know. What's that new shit dropping?
Child's Play.
Ooh, ooh.
Because that's what this shit is to me. It's Child's Play.
All right. So,
just phenomenal.
Shit. Next week. What's next week, yo? Next week. I got so much shit in this bag.
Y'all remember, Secret Life Society on anything, you find all of us.
Word.
I'm trying to find my notebook.
YouTube, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
We out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just type it in Google, whatever. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Secret Life Society. You find all of us. You find all of us.
You know what I'm saying? Chill.
From what
appreciate the love, support, all
From
that
what I've seen, that definitely will not be disappointed in when you find them and you hear some more music. Because, like I said,
appreciate that.
I don't bite my tongue. I don't bullshit. I don't like. I get lie bumps on my tongue when I lie. So I don't lie. If I don't like something, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not feeling that. But the shit that y'all sent me, like, I'm serious. The shit, like, it gives me that. I'm not gonna say that old school feeling, but it gives me hip hop.
Yeah, it's like hip hop. It's hip hop. Yeah, that's
so. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, called in, watching. I know for whatever reason my damn my YouTube is acting stupid. I need to get my own Wi-Fi. I think that's what's going on is the damn Wi-Fi here. Actually, I'm not even using their Wi-Fi. I'm using another login. But anyway, I'm gonna get my own mobile Wi-Fi. That's what I'm gonna get.
Shout out to Hard Body Radio.
Well, we appreciate it.
Child's Play on the way. All social media, man. Like,
shout out to OG for the shirts, the hats, the merch. You already know. I got you.
All right. So tune in next week. Street Scott just dropped a project called Lovers and Stoners. And it made me go to Google Play and actually get so I could listen to it. There's a song in there called Best Friends. It's like my favorite song. Like, this is one of them songs I just play over and over and over and over again. Because I want a man to write a song like that about me, damn it. I mean, I've inspired some verses. Don't be wrong. Some verses have been written about me. But the whole song, I want somebody to write a song about I want my friend to do that. He wrote verses about me. No, I want a whole song, damn it. But he's coming through tomorrow. And I forgot that my man Blizzard asked for an interview. So Blizzard's going to be here too. But it's cool because they know each other. And Blizzard's got some stuff going on too. So yeah, Street Scott, Blizzard going to be here next week. I gotta put my fucking book back because I thought I was going to remember it. My man G Hood's coming through with his team from Felony Records, F&R Studios. And then, and then I got somebody that's coming through on the 31st with Jason. I don't know who that is. I wrote it in there so he'd have a spot.
You all the way booked crazy.
I'm booking for May now.
That's a movie.
I'm booking for May now. I booked up April like 2 days ago.
That's what's up.
Oh, except for the 21st. I got to find something for the 21st. I thought I found something for the 21st. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But that spot will go quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wombat said he wanted an interview, but he never got back to me about that. There's an artist who's been doing stuff in the scene for years. He has a Black Daddy. It's called Black Daddy Gang. He is and he's the positivity because fathers always get a shitty deal.
Yeah.
And especially black fathers here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So he came out with the positivity of being a father and being in each other's life.
Right.
So, but he's also changed. I think he changed professions and he does realty now, real estate.
Real estate. Yeah.
So
You had to come up.
Yeah,
right.
So looking for man.
Again, thank you all for coming through. Definitely going to keep you in mind when people ask me they need artists for showcases.
We definitely
pull up. And so we're going to play this song.
Straight bars.
Play this song and I'll see y'all next week.
Shout out to Mercy, man, on the project. House Play, also produced by Supply and Demand. You know what I'm saying? You can find them at any social media. I think you're going to like this. You're going to like this. You off the live now?
No, it's still live. I told you it's been working fine all this whole time.
It's time. Bring it back.
Right.
Bring it back.
I am.
Word.
I am. Sam, I am. All right. Connect. Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this.
Hustle.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Oh, my God. I got to get my daughter. Okay, that's why. Yeah, he actually Mercy had hit me in my inbox on Baltimore Paparazzi and SLS. That's all he said in the inbox. That's him. I can hear the Fat Joe.
I love it because it's so New York. You know what I mean? That's why I love the niggas. Ready? I love that shit. Cause I love New York like music, like you know what I'm saying, hip hop, like real New York hip hop, like this shit right here, like you know what I mean, like
and it's like
I'm from New York, so I guess that's like you know what I mean, but
see, and like I like certain like I like music, so I listen to all different things. You know, I kind of vibe with the Southern, like Bun B and Pimp C. You know, like that down south. Like I want to move to New Orleans. Like I love New Orleans, but like I always like that, like that music. But like you put New York in there, and I'm like I said, when the first time I stepped into Brooklyn, like it was like I just feel hip hop. Like we driving, and my man was like, "Yo, that's what Jay-Z was." You know what I mean? Like it's like.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like so many great people came from there. It's like you drive by and you see somebody that came from there.
Right. Like I just did the show, the Frozen Heart Tour, and it was Saigon and Drygon. Now I've seen Saigon a couple times before, because that's my man's people. Drygon, I love Drygon. I love when he came out. He got on that stage, he said, "Yo, I've been gone for 10 years." He said, "It don't matter who's not here. Y'all are here when you could have been someone else, and I appreciate that." And he just went in, like, I got some great shots of him, like, but his music, like, I was playing one of the songs from YouTube. Like I got his mixtape. I just haven't listened to it yet. I listened to everything on here. while I'm driving. And I'm just like, yo, the shit that he said in there is just like the realest shit in the world. Like I said, like, and I think that's one reason why I don't like these new kids. I like this. Was that you scratching and shit?
No, that's some producer that I fuck with in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Because I know my man Billy got his DJ to scratch on one of the, that should turn out so awesome.
I'ma let you know.
I can't wait to get food, bro.
Yo said, I can't wait to get food. This is my man G Hood and Paco.
Any drive-through around?